It's Keep On the Duck Stuff, everybody. Welcome to Keep On the Duck Stuff. I'm your host, Parker. And with me today, we got Evan up here on the right. We got Ian down here in the below me. And we got Fat Man Tie Guy.
Wow.
Wow! Wait a second.
Wow.
Wow, that was uncool.
I'm kidding. You have the voluptuous Tyler in the bottom right. Okay? Everyone happy?
No.
Happy?
No.
Okay.
I haven't been happy for many years.
And we're a podcast that talks about crap.
I think that's wrong.
You're right.
We're a podcast that
this
talks
morning,
about hats.
Oh, we
I
talk about
pooped,
hats.
and then I looked
Yeah, you
back
guys
at
want
it
some
before I
hats?
flushed it.
Crucial mistake,
Oh no!
Ian.
I have the spoilers.
Crucial
If you're
mistake.
curious, at the end of the show, we're going to talk about Infinity War, so stick around for that. I don't know what we're talking about today.
That's
Also,
only at
it's
the end.
only at the very end, so if you don't want spoilers, don't worry.
Be sure to
You
leave at
can
the very
leave.
end.
And
Before
we'll
remind
warn
you,
you.
though, before we get too late. Reminder to everyone, if you look at the very bottom, you can see our following. And if you get to 100, I'm going to be mad.
Whoa.
I'll be real mad because I got to play Battle Tetris. So
But we'll be happy at the same time, Parker.
I'll be happy that we have the followers. Oh, Evan left. He's screwed
And
everything
Evan's
up. I'm going to switch over to Captain.
and we're all done, and
And the
it's over.
podcast's over. We're going to stick to the script
Cut
for a
it,
minute.
cut it.
We'll do it live.
We're doing it live.
And it's back.
And we're back.
I may have accidentally
Yeah, you're lucky we have high.
Yeah,
You're lucky we
you
have high
fucking
quality
nailed it.
production over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can
now
I
you're
say
orange.
something real fast?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
Okay, so back to the hats real fast. Let me tell you, Tyler's hat is fantastic. Makes his hat feel like a piece of shit. All right, let's get started.
I don't know.
Except my hat's not a piece of shit. I'm gonna put it back on. It just
See,
cannot
my
compare
hat is my headset, so
to
you
the
know.
Octodad.
Oh, well, then I'm wearing two hats.
I mean, I could put on more hats. Is that what we're doing for the whole podcast? Is make finding hats?
No?
No, anyways, yeah, but please
All right,
follow
I'll
us
make
if
you
you
a good
can,
hat.
so we can play
I will
Tetris.
summon a sea bear.
Yeah.
Let's stop sea bears, dumbass.
Would you
Well,
like
no,
to
just
elaborate
summon.
on that a
What am I
little
doing?
more?
Yeah, wearing it upside down summons it.
That's right, I forgot. You gotta wear your
God.
hat in a goofy fashion.
Do you
Maybe I'm
want-
retarded. Anyways, yeah, welcome.
Is this a goofy fashion?
So if we get to 100 followers, we'll play a game of Battle Tetris, and
And
it'll be
Parker
fun.
hates Battle Tetris.
Yeah,
I know,
so
no, that's
it'll be
understatement,
Wait.
guys. That's
Wait,
understatement.
wait.
rage-induced.
Once we get to 100 followers, we're gonna play Battle Tetris. And Parker hates Battle Tetris.
You guys are. I think
Did
you're
you not
underselling.
wait? Did you say anything different?
we also might have 13 followers.
You know, it hasn't updated. I don't know why. But that's besides the point. You guys are underselling how much I hate Battle Tetris.
Oh, my hat.
Wait.
You guys, you're saying I hate Battle Tetris. You're saying I'm right here. I'm up here. All right.
Right.
Wait, guys. Did you know that once we hit 100 followers, we'll be playing Battle Tetris?
No.
Should we start a topic?
No.
Oh
I
my
want to talk
God.
about Battle Tetris for the next half hour. Okay. First topic we do every week. We check out a game genre. We talk about it. This week's genre is strategy.
Woo!
I love
The
it. Okay.
strategy games.
Okay.
Do you want to try and define a strategy
I would
game?
love
or-
to.
Well, it's a bit hard, but
Battle Tetris
kind
is
of
a strategy game.
technically it is, yes.
Is it? I
It
don't
is.
know.
Yeah, you have to strategize where you're gonna put.
Okay,
the
why
blocks.
don't you tell us the guidelines? Because I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, a strategy game. Get this. Is a game that requires strategy.
See, I knew you were going to
That's
say that, but
crazy.
that's every game. So,
Whoa.
like, what?
No,
what
not every game requires
separates it?
strategy.
Strategy.
Can you name
generally-
one?
Haven't you played
generally,
Kirby?
Strategy
Sure.
implies that it's going to take period over a longer period of time. It's like I have to strategize for what's going to
Yeah.
happen. Whereas,
Like
Well-
if you
like
make
if you're
one
playing,
choice,
Good.
if you make one
Uh-huh.
choice, it can negatively affect you later on because you made the wrong
Uh-huh.
choice.
I-
So,
Well,
like for instance,
okay.
Legend of Zelda really wouldn't be a strategy game, or most of
Okay.
them at least, because you really don't get affected later on by your current decisions. Whereas something
Okay.
like I don't
Life
know,
is Strange.
Battle Tetris, you have to place them down to prepare to put a different type of block in a spot.
I'm already sick of this.
So it's like
podcast.
something-
Someone's talking about Battle Tetris.
Okay.
It's something where you have to make a
Alright.
decision earlier on for something later,
Yeah.
basically.
So,
Stuff like that.
okay, so a fighting game, even if because they do you use like tactics, but that's different because it doesn't.
Yeah.
To an
affect
the
extent,
long
it's
con.
strategy, but not like a strategy.
Yeah, I mean
game.
there are strategies in
Okay.
games that aren't strategy games, but strategy
Alright.
games are based purely around making these decisions.
strategic.
I'm glad we
decisions.
clarified that.
Yeah.
So I think a fighting game like Smash Bros is a good example. I think it requires skill, and you have to have a strategy to combat certain characters. But if you were to give it a label, you would not say Smash Bros is a strategy game.
They're usually turn-based. Not
Yeah,
always, but usually.
So like Fire what? Fire
Emblem.
Fire
We
Emblem,
just
thank you.
talked about
I
it
like
like
how both of
5
us
I
minutes
hate,
ago.
I hate Fire Emblem. Okay,
I haven't-
Tyler, most strategy games are not turn-based.
Really?
really?
Yeah.
A lot of
Can I
them
go
are.
first? I'll talk about
I was
strategy
with Tyler
games.
on that all the way. I thought it was all.
I
strategy
haven't
or
heard of
turn-based.
like a single strategy game that's not turn-based.
Have
Pikmin.
you ever played StarCraft?
Life
No,
is Strange.
I've not played
It's
StarCraft.
completely strategy. You gotta strategize how you're gonna manage a Pikmin, man.
What? I'm not
What? I
saying
said
that.
Pikmin.
You said I thought you were listing games that weren't. I was about to be like, this
No.
No, I was saying one that's not
Yeah,
turn-based.
those are like not turn-based.
Mhm.
Those are real time.
I've literally never played a non-turn-based strategy.
Yeah, I think RTS, real-time strategy, is kind of like its own subgenre.
It's pretty much the same thing though. It's just you have to be faster.
first one that
Yeah.
comes to mind is StarCraft.
That's
I've literally never
many
played
different
StarCraft.
I've
things.
played a bit of it, and
I have StarCraft.
I think that game. Here's the thing. I think that game, when you're first starting off, it requires more strategy than when you get later into the game, like when you're good at it. Because early on, you're like, I gotta figure this out. But then when you're really good, it's like I know exactly what I need to do, and I can.
Well, yeah,
respond.
that's
Well,
how most
actually-
strategy games are though.
I disagree. I think when you're good at it, then you can strategize. When you're early on,
You
you
just
just
suck.
take. Well, you have to see. You'll always lose to someone more experienced because they know where the menus are. Even if you
That's
have
so
a better
true.
plan, you can't do it.
That's
fast.
so true.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
They also know the hotkeys
So you're
too.
gonna take an
Yeah,
out.
Because they're gonna
Yeah.
always use the
It's hard
hotkeys
to
over
me.
you just clicking.
See,
That's
agree with that.
I'm not.
They know how to
good at,
navigate.
I'm
I
not
don't
good at
disagree.
real-time strategy, which is why I don't know about any of them because I do not go out to find any of them ever.
Pikmin's. I mean, not.
Well, no,
real-time
like,
shit, but that's
I
like a
know,
strategy.
but like,
It's real time.
I mean
Decisions
more
affect
so like
later.
versus other people though. Like
Pikmin versus
Oh,
mode.
okay, so like PvP.
that's a PVE. Like
Get
PVE
outta
is
here.
fine, but PvP is just like I don't know about that. Like Civ, if Civ was real time, there's no way in hell I'd play that game ever.
Like, it would make the games half as long.
Whoever had
Well,
the best
yeah,
computer
but the
would win.
problem about the only real issue with Civ is just the fact that it takes long. Like it would half the time, but I would lose every time.
Oh my gosh. Have you heard about Shakes' Civ games? He started a game once and didn't finish it for like a half a year.
I
Oh,
believe it.
And I'm just like, that poor man.
I mean,
Ian will start games and it'll take us like 2 weeks of playing almost every single day for 10 hours. to
now
finish
hold on.
it.
I think I've beaten both you guys. I started a game with Tyler, Ian, and John, and we have not played that in over 2 years, and it's not finished. So I think
That's
I've
impressive, but
won.
Wait, John keeps wanting to play Civ, but then his computer doesn't work because he did
No, no,
something
no.
stupid. And
No.
At this point,
it's not
mine
that his
might be
computer doesn't
worse
work.
than-
It's just that he mods the game
Yeah.
and makes the biggest world even bigger, and then complains that the game crashes.
And
Yeah.
then I bet he would complain that it's too long too.
Oh, of course.
Oh, he probably would if it lasted
There
more
already
than
is.
20 turns. If it lasted more than
Dude,
20
I complain
turns,
about the
I'm sure it
small
would.
maps being too big.
Yeah.
It's
But
always
in
the
general
same.
though, like I
get
like
it, you need
I like
space.
strategy games. They're pretty
I wanna play
fun.
Civ now.
They take a while. They're not like that's relative actually. But some take a while, some aren't that long. But I do like putting strategy into games. I feel it adds to it. It's not just like, oh, fast-paced action.
Like hero clicks.
Oh my god.
That's a strategy.
You know
game.
it.
I might be on the opposite side of the spectrum. I don't like strategy games when they're turn-based. Like, Hearthstone being an exception, obviously. I like card games, but generally speaking, if you're saying, like, here's a figure, it moves here, blah, 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 or in Civ, it's like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go here and play.
I get
I
it.
don't really like that. If they're gonna make a strategy game, even, like, real time, I'm not the biggest fan. I am more of a fan when it's single player, honestly, because I feel like the strategy is more on me and not.
Yeah,
so much
I mean, I like single player.
Yeah.
Like
I prefer
it. Yeah, for me, it's like it's either got to be turn based if it's PvP, or if it's not PvP, have at it. I don't give a shit if it's not turn based. Like if it's PvE, whatever. Generally, it's the enemies are like timed based off of what you do. So it's like even if you're slow, a lot of times in games they make them slower. But if you finish fast, they'll like speed up to catch up to you. I know a lot of games kind of just subtly put that in there so you're not waiting a long time or just destroying them. Or that's why they have difficulties. If you're getting wrecked in hard mode, don't play hard mode.
Exactly.
But I like playing it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, well, you suck.
I'm not.
Confidence.
Who said I sucked?
No, I know, I'm joking.
No, I'm
But,
not,
like,
though. Ian sucks.
If you can't do it in hard mode, don't play it in hard mode. But yeah, I mean,
I feel like playing against real people almost takes away the experience for me. Which is
it depends on how.
Yeah, go ahead.
It depends on how balanced the game is. Obviously,
I could never get into a game like Civ because, like, you guys are saying, you have all this competition, but you could also like work together. Whereas I would just die the first turn I tried to play Civ, which is why, like, if we had a ranking for Civ, I'd probably give it like a 4, maybe a 5 on a good day.
You're rating a game we're not even talking about.
Wait. We already rated Civ.
Did we? What
Yes,
did I
we
give it?
did.
5 or 6?
I think you probably gave it a
5.
I think
around
I
a
gave it
5.
just because, like,
Yeah.
it's not great. It's just. I want.
Yeah, I mean, like,
the competitive nature.
some games are just like that. I know obviously Fortnite is not a strategy game, quote unquote. Like it's not considered a strategy game, but like it's one of the if it's balanced like Fortnite, you're just gonna lose over and over and over again until you learn what the hell you're doing, which will take longer because you're getting wrecked right away.
Yeah.
But like if it's actually putting you with people that you should be versing, then yeah, there you go. Like you're actually learning usually if you're trying to learn.
I'm with
Or you could do
Tyler.
how I do it and just plow your way through.
I'm with Tyler where I like PvP when it's turn based, like that's fun. When it's real time, it almost feels unbalanced in a sense because of that. Like it doesn't feel like I'm out strategizing them at that point. Then it's just like whoever knows
doing everything more
better,
efficiently.
whoever what?
Exactly.
You're doing it more efficiently, is what Ian said.
Yeah, or whoever, like, I guess there is skill in that too, and it's another layer, but it just kind of feels unfair to an extent. Like, you sit down and it feels like, I can't win this because
The only
this
time
person's
that-
played way more.
The only time it feels
guess it's
fair is like pretty much either when you're both complete noobs
Yeah.
or you're both pros. That's
Yeah.
like the only time that it
But like a
feels fair.
strategy game, if you have the idea, if you understand how to play, it usually doesn't matter how much you've played. There could be a gap and still can be equal. If
That's true.
you could be like better at it without playing a lot.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can take your time to think, and I like that.
Yeah.
Something I appreciate.
Yeah.
PvE is okay.
Although a lot of time based, I feel that they're like when it's turn based, I do think there should be a timer to a point. It shouldn't be like real quick, but it shouldn't be like we wait for John just because he forgot to hit ready.
Absolutely.
Like stuff like that. There should be a timer that you can adjust, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, I agree with the timer as an option in games.
But I do see in some situations where you wouldn't want a timer because, like, there's a lot of shit to do. Sometimes you can't have a timer. Like, in Civ, I know there are situations where it'll be like turn 40 or something. Ian and John will finish right away, and I'm getting invaded by like 20 barbarians. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, you got to
I have
review
to,
some
like,
options.
Yeah, you gotta do all the shits and
It
stuff.
kind of depends on the game.
Yeah, it really
what's
does depend.
realistic.
I feel at least, yeah, I don't know.
I also feel like, as a rule in strategy games, farther in the longer turns take.
That's true, yeah.
or just actions, because things build off each other and they get more complex.
Yeah,
Come on.
for instance, Pokemon, like they have like you can put a timer if you want. You don't have to have it. Pretty much everybody does it right away. Like competitive, that is. In the normal game, there isn't a timer.
But in tournaments,
competitive,
they have timers too.
I think the timer for Civ should be at least 40 minutes a turn.
How about a day?
I would
And
say
there is a timer in game actually if you verse each other.
Is there in game versus real like
Isn't-
PvP?
It's so people can get on with their
Are you
lives.
talking about Pokemon still? Or?
No, we're talking about Civ.
No, it's Civ.
Oh, and I don't know in Civ. I'm sure there's
I don't
an
think
option.
there is.
No. Oh.
No.
But that game is like.
It's
so
basic. Well, the thing
long.
is basically if you go slower, you're fucked. So you just gotta go as fast as possible. But yeah, like I don't know.
I don't know.
I like strategy, but overall, I feel it's really dependent on the type of game with how
I'm with that.
well it's going.
Ian, did you have anything to add?
I think my opinion on strategy games varies on how well I'm playing. If I'm losing, it's like
Nah, man.
that's all it gets.
Like
from
that
me.
Hero Clicks game.
I mean, that was still fun.
Oof.
Ian, add something.
It was fun trying.
Yeah,
I don't wanna.
you have to talk. We're forcing you.
Now we have to wait for Ian. We don't
Intervene.
progress.
See, I'm just gonna wait for Evan to start talking again.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Tyler's Loot Crate review. Oh!
Oh my dude, my squid.
All right.
No, don't break.
All right,
We
let's
haven't
welcome
made
to
Ian
talk about
talk
Tyler's
yet.
Loot Crate and see what's inside it. Tyler, tell us about
This
the
one
Loot Crate.
may have been 2 or 3 weeks late. You're possibly. So to start, got the typical shirt. Boom. Now
Were you
this is a
wearing that
Dark
earlier?
Souls 3 boss. I have no idea which one, but it is. I don't know if I can get a better view or not.
Hey Tyler,
That's what?
did you change or were you wearing that earlier?
No, I legit changed before this.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you were wearing that.
But yeah, so this shirt is gray, but it's not light gray. So, you know, the pit stains are like minimal.
Priorities.
So you also get a monthly pin. And this one is obviously the most effective trap ever. It's bacon in a bear trap.
Oof.
Kind of hard to see. I
That's
don't
a
know
trap
if this
for
would
that.
help any.
I would die.
I'd fall for that trap and
Boom.
I'd fall for it now after knowing it's a trap.
So
just to get the bacon.
I've added to my pin collection. Oof. Slowly gonna fill up the lanyard. Once it's reasonable, maybe I'll bring it to one of the cons.
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this up because some of the stuff I do not know what it's from. So this is their monthly poster. Boom.
I think that one's for Far Cry.
Yep, this one's from Far Cry.
I was thinking that too, but I didn't want to say anything and just sound stupid. if it was
So
wrong.
it's actually kind of funny because somebody just asked about this on one of the previous streams, or at least before I got this, and then 3 weeks passed or some shit like that. But yeah, I think it's actually pretty cool. And actually, I might get okay, I need to stop saying that. I might get this game. Like it seems kind of cool.
I played Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 4?
And if Far Cry 3 is anything like, or if Far Cry 5 is like anything that 3 was.
Oh, they're on 5?
Is it like a
Have you ever played Just Cause?
Is it like a GTA game?
Yes.
Or okay, then I probably would like it. It's pretty fun.
Similar in a way. Like it's got I'd say yes and no, but more yes.
Can I ask a question about Far Cry?
Yes.
Sure.
So wait, what's the game that they won't make a 3 of? Because I thought that was Far Cry.
Portal.
Half-Life.
Half-Life.
I'm thinking of Half-Life. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much
Is there
anything
Half-Life
made-
3 yet,
made by
or-
that
No,
company.
they're not doing it.
No, they're not doing it.
Is that
What do you mean?
Valve?
It's
Who
guaranteed.
makes Half-Life?
Valve.
Yeah,
Oh, it is Valve.
Valve doesn't make any third games.
No, Valve doesn't make games
Two.
anymore.
Oh,
Far Cry
that
They're,
makes
two.
they're
sense.
more focused on their
Left 4
platform.
Dead 2.
Oh, they don't make games?
No,
Left 4
not
Dead.
one.
Not anymore.
So
Oh. What was like their most recent game?
I don't know.
Probably Half-Life 2.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Sorry,
So
Tyler.
this is is this backwards for you guys or no?
That's right.
Because it's backwards for me.
That's right.
Okay,
What would
so
Trentward be?
this is my typical container of the month. I'm not a big fan of the containers, gonna be honest. But this one's kind of cool. Looks
Are
nice.
they all loot or lunch boxes? Not loot boxes.
No, this is the first one that's not a lunchbox.
Okay, what is it? Just a bag? Or?
It's kind of like a fanny pack, but without the strap. Like,
What?
you got-
That's so. How do you?
Part of this- that's the best
Yeah,
part,
like
man.
what do you attach it to?
Well, no, it's
I gotta put
just
it in my
like
head.
Yeah, now it's
For-
inconvenient to carry though.
well, no, kind of. This is what
Yeah,
I
sure.
would use for it. It would be like this would be like my my toothbrush and stuff bag
Your
like,
lunch.
when I'm moving to when I'm going somewhere for a vacation.
Put on your sandals,
know,
put on your casual
like,
shorts, and
put-
your set.
Exactly. You got your Far Cry 5 bag. Be easy. Easy, I tell you. So this one's actually pretty cool, and I'm debating whether or not I open.
Tyler, you could put your hard drive with Far Cry 5 in the bag.
You're right.
Now he's
Yeah.
genius.
Easy
I
transport.
put Far Cry in Far Cry.
I put the
So,
Far Cry in Far Cry.
I don't know whether or not I should open this, and I probably won't, just because it might become collectible. This is Batman Arkham City comic book. It's specific.
That's
It's
neat.
specific to Loot Crate.
Tyler,
I kind of want. I don't think it'll be
Okay.
collectible, but
things that are collectible are valuable because they're rare. If they're just giving that out in a loot box, that means a ton of people
Well,
have it.
yeah, but that's the thing. Is usually when people don't think something's rare, it becomes rare later. That's
Okay.
the whole point of shit
Mm.
becoming rare.
They'll never.
Wanna know why?
expect
Wanna
this,
know why Beanie Babies are
Ace
not
Swooper.
collectibles?
Why?
Because they
Because
call
everyone
them
has them.
collectibles. Everybody wants to collect the collectibles,
hmm
and that's
I don't
why they're
know.
not collectible.
It's hard to find rare comics.
It's iffy. Like I don't expect this to become rare, but if it does,
If you don't want to read it, it's not going to kill you. It's just-
Oh, so you're telling me
I don't think you should not read it
that
because
this
you,
worm Beanie Baby is worth $200?
$0. $0.
Collectible?
probably not worth anything.
It is worth
Jack shit.
less than $2. I
You
guarantee.
can try and sell it for $200 like everyone else who owns one, and then just be sad. When
Exactly.
I'm probably gonna go with
sell it.
that thing's at least $20 though.
No, I doubt it.
What? The Beanie Baby?
This thing?
Yeah.
What's
No.
his name?
I don't believe that.
I don't know.
Not a
And
used
then-
one, at least.
The last one is this one's actually from Monster Hunter.
Ooh, okay, you got
its
my attention.
Its exact name is World Jawblade Mini Replica.
You're.
It is a sword.
Oh, I am jealous. I am
And it's
so
It's
jealous.
in like
Oh, that is
a
pretty
holder.
dope.
It's pretty lit.
Oh.
The only problem is it's really hard to like
Ian hit it.
keep standing
Because
up.
it's not a sheath,
Thank you.
it's just
Yeah.
a stand.
It's legit like I don't know how to explain it.
That is neat.
Tyler, I'm
Yeah.
beyond jealous.
So that does look unsteady.
It looks pretty lit.
Shit's
though.
dope.
Yeah, I mean look at this.
I need the nut.
Yeah.
Like this is really detailed too. I
Maybe
don't
we
know
all
if it'll
do.
come in, but
Tyler, why don't you give us a good swing?
what?
Why don't you give us a good swing? No, of the sword.
Oh my god.
How did you not pick up on that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a good
You
swing.
know,
I'm very
swinging his
satisfied.
arm.
Right?
Ian's also falling
With
asleep.
my hand?
All right.
I wanted to.
Yeah, I think your
I'm supposed
students
to be
have a
dead.
question.
If only I had ketchup right here.
Prof, I think your
Here,
students have some
Ian,
questions.
go closer to your bookshelf. I got a plan.
Whatever this is, it's gotta be done.
It is.
I was right on everything.
Okay. And that's all for the crate.
That's all she wrote?
Yeah, that's all she
But
wrote.
I think your students had some questions, Prof.
What's the
Who?
questions?
Weren't you two raising your hands for Tyler?
No, I was just like, I am jealous. Ooh,
No, no, we're going.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought those were like
But-
question hands.
This is my nut.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
My bad.
I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. I don't know. This pretty much made up for most of it. This and the
Yeah.
Bacon Trap. The Far Cry 5 poster actually was pretty good, but I'm running a bit low on space now. I'm gonna have to start taking them off. I'm gonna have to start taking them off and like scrunching them together. See all this space? That's space for a
Valuable
poster.
space.
Like, with these two combined, could probably fit a small poster in there.
With our powers combined.
I was
But
thinking
now-
the same thing, Evan.
Yeah.
I was just resisting the urge
Alright.
to say it.
Well, that's good. What do
Well,
you?
that'll-
What
This
are you
one,
thinking of?
this one was a tad bit lower than normal, but it had some cool stuff.
Well,
Okay.
we'll check in with you again next month
Yeah.
and see.
Did you
what-
get any other
Next
collectibles
couple
besides the
days.
sword?
Yeah, in probably
What?
about 2 weeks.
Was it just the sword, or were there other little figures?
I showed everything that I got.
Okay. I was
Usually,
just checking.
usually there's like one figurine, one bag, a mystery item, a shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and the poster.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry.
And, sorry, if you're lucky, aka nobody, you could get a PS4.
I don't know, man. You got pretty lucky earlier, dude.
Oof.
You got that double ones, critical miss.
Yeah, dude. And then I proceeded to destroy you.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I want to talk about what makes the game replayable.
Nothing.
What makes a game
It
replayable?
has to have a good impression on you.
It has to be replayable.
All right.
Interesting.
Who's going first? Because I'll go first. if
I
you
will
guys
go
don't.
last.
Okay, you go first, Evan.
Parker, you're first.
I'd love to. No, Evan, please take the wheel.
That means I'm going last.
I
huh?
insist, Evan. I would
Okay,
love to.
I'm
All right.
going to shut you guys up.
I can do this all day. The show can
I-
end.
Okay, so what I think about replayability are a few things. One, if it's a single path game and you do everything the exact same every time, no matter what, no, game's done. I ain't playing it again. So most
For sure.
Mario games are not happening more than once. Odyssey is different because you can do different things. You could do little challenges. I guess you could do that in other games, but it's not as easy.
Is that different though?
Yeah, when you're not jumping and beating the game, that's a challenge.
No, I know, but like you replaying it, I feel like the ones you get just running through are kind of the same. Unless
No,
you go out of your
you
way to
can-
avoid them.
Yeah, you can go for different ones and stuff.
Okay.
But usually
Okay,
I would just
do
replay
that.
it for like challenges. Another thing that makes something replayable for me is this kind of goes along with the other one, but different storylines. So something like Undertale, Life is Strange.
hmm
Those two games are two good examples of having different story. If
Yeah.
you do it one way, you'll get a story this way. If you do it another, it'll be completely different.
hmm
It's just one of those things. Like, if something changes, I'll replay it. If it's really similar, I also obviously have to enjoy the game. If I don't enjoy the game, I'm not playing it.
Can I build off that?
Yeah,
So I think I agree and
Okay.
disagree. I don't think that a game necessarily. I think that a game that is linear has its own replayability.
Oh, well, this is just for me.
Yeah,
This is just for me.
Because I definitely think that
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, I
whole
think-
reason speedruns exist. It's because
Yeah.
the game may be very
Sure.
linear. In fact, I think those are probably the best games to replay are the ones that are very linear. Because if you
I'll have time.
Because like if you got a game, sorry I'm bringing it up every episode. But Pikmin 2, if you watch every single, the caves are random. So it's gonna be
Don't
different
worry.
every time.
We've covered all of the games that we needed to cover this stream.
No, I'm trying to think of more random games.
I think I need to cover Uncharted real quick, don't I?
No, games that have that random element aren't necessarily good. But then if you have more linear, like Mario, you got your Sonic games. They're much easier to speedrun. because
Does
you can-
Sonic have their games?
Is there a Sonic
Yeah,
game?
well, Sonic's
No.
never really been a game. What am I talking about?
There we go. Now we go.
Yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Personally, I almost feel like I think that any game can be replayable for me. But like you said, it has to be enjoyable. Like Todd said, it has to be fun, and I have to be able to handle it and want to do it again. But if you and the multiple paths, like Super Mario Sunshine, you can do that in any order, basically, for the most part.
Yeah,
there's
fair
some
point.
there's some railroading. There's some railroading. Well, here's the thing: you could do the whole first world, you could do the
Sorry, I
whole
just wanna
second
make
world,
that
whole
noise.
third, whole fourth, and then the other one could open. There's variety.
Well, Yeah, but you're still. First off, there is a limit to that, and also like
Absolutely.
you're still doing all the same things,
Not
even
the
if
same
it is
order.
in a different order.
Yeah, but I don't think that's necessary.
But like from start to finish, you would have still done the same.
Yeah, that's true, but I think that the whole point of the thing being linear is that you don't have that option to begin with. You can't say,
That's
I want to
true.
do the
It's not
first
that
world,
that's
then
bad,
the
it's
fifth world, and
just
then go to the third and
different.
second. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unless you skips like 1, 3, 6, and then stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
You got anything, Evan/Ian? Oh wait, Evan's last. Ian?
Oh my, okay, I'll go
Alright.
last.
I think the game has to like leave a good impression on me. It doesn't have to be like when Tyler says, "Hey, that if the game is linear, fuck that game. That game cannot be replayed."
Exactly.
I don't care if the game's linear. I'll play it like 4 or 5 times if I
High
want
five,
to.
man.
I'm not gonna lie, I played Sunshine quite a few times myself. 7.
A place that it
No,
doesn't.
but I don't mind the game being linear. I think it just has to have like something like, the story in that game was actually pretty quality. Like I know that the story in it's
Life is
over here
Strange.
somewhere.
Or
No,
I
no,
guess-
it's
Oh.
strange.
I guess not necessarily
Horizon
linear,
Zero Dawn.
but like something can change. For instance, Pokemon's linear, but you can change your team, stuff like that. Like,
I get.
linear makes it harder to replay, but if they change stuff with the linear, they can do it.
So,
I'm trying to
something-
think of a great example for it.
I get what you're saying.
Something like Far
Tyler.
Cry. Far Cry, I would not play it more than once.
No?
Because it's the exact same thing always. There is no change.
Last of Us would be kind of like, oh, that game, like, I mean, I can kind of see why you'd only play it once, but like at the same time, I'm just like, that game had a really, really good story that I would
Made me
replay.
cry.
I ain't gonna cry.
I didn't cry.
I get what Tyler.
I don't have
is saying
emotions.
with the sense
Right.
of
It's just gotta the like certain quality of enjoyment of that game has
That's
to be
true.
like at a certain level in order for like me to want to replay it.
So,
I don't-
Ian, just a quick
What?
question. What are the chances you replay Wind Waker?
see like. Yeah, I kind of agree with what Tyler's saying. A game like Wind Waker that's kind of linear. I can understand
Well, no,
that
it's
not a
just
lot
the ending.
changes.
The
They're more or
ending
less
me
gonna
and Ian
redo
hated.
the same.
I don't really think I
Well, okay,
hated
but
the ending. I just don't think that game was enjoyable enough to want to replay.
I was just saying.
No,
I mean,
I agree.
It was not one of those games that I'd be like, hey, let's play this again today.
Are
No,
you saying that you didn't enjoy Sail for over half?
Yes, I did not, because that was not enjoyable.
I agree
We
entirely.
just play the Wii U version.
No, well, you still have to sail. Like, just sailing in general is pretty
It's
lame.
a fun
in
game.
that.
I think that has enough variety.
Oh,
That's not a
okay.
big issue.
Yeah.
It was fun, like most of
It-
Having to
Yeah.
constantly change the wind and then sail is a bit annoying.
That was
True.
true.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's just gonna have like something about that game that would want me to go back to playing it. Like,
Do you know?
For
Could you give an example of something?
for example, I was gonna give one actually.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Breath of the Wild, the adventure, like what you could do in that game, like the adventure, you can just go like that way for like 30 seconds, and like Evan would say sometimes, is just like, oh, there's something here. I can always be doing something in that
That's
game.
true. That is true.
Yeah, contrary to other open world games, there isn't a lot of just open space. There's always an event or something in spots.
Like,
or
there's
if there
always
is
something to
open
look
space,
at.
you can see something you're going to.
Yeah. Well, or things will spawn that you can't see is
Yeah.
the thing. But
Like
yeah,
there's always
it
something going
is-
on in Breath of the Wild.
There's things everywhere.
Like, yeah.
There's something to fight, climb, or talk to within every like set of 30 feet.
The one flat area in Breath of the Wild, and I'm sure whoever's played it literally will know for sure once I describe it. There's like one flat area, and there's pretty much nothing in it, but you see two mountains coming together with like a cliff in between it. It's like you're going towards that. Yeah, the Twin Peaks. You're going towards that.
Are you talking about near like the Great Plateau?
Yeah, that's also like right in the beginning.
Yeah, I know, but like you see it, and like that's like the only area where there's like nothing heading towards that mountain. You're like, I gotta get it. I got it.
And there's still stuff like off to the side, so
yeah,
not completely empty.
But like it's one of the more empty areas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some goblin camps and just small things, but
neat.
It's cool. I like it. I agree.
I also think if the story in one game was good enough, I'd probably go and replay it again.
You think?
Life is Strange, for example, I played that 3 times.
Well, you play each version.
The 4th. And then the second, before the story, I played twice.
Only twice?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you played the first chapter 3 times, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, the first chapter is pretty short.
Comparatively to
the
other ones, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't super short, but like compared to the other.
Yeah, compared to the other 2 episodes, they were it was short.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
So, the only thing I wanted to add is because we didn't really address this is characters. You know, even if a game is really linear, if I have the option of playing with a whole new skill set, then even if you're doing the same tasks, it's a new experience.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with like different like ways of playing and stuff.
Yeah, but that's just a good example. Just having different abilities can really change it up.
Definitely.
Stages. So that's something that really appeals to me in games, having a big roster or just multiple options. Just kind of neat, especially when they're real unique.
That's one of the reasons why I like Terraria. Obviously, the character.
Yeah.
But you can have different classes, build different classes.
It has just enough variety for it to be fun.
Yeah.
Because if it was just a one class, it would never be fun.
I mean, it probably would be some fun, but it wouldn't be as.
It'd be fun the first time.
Yeah. Like and all the worlds are different and stuff. It's just kind of. What do you have to say, Parker? Saving your big ideas for the end.
Like
nothing.
Here's the thing: I don't have any standards for replayability because because I'll replay pretty much anything because
it has to be fun.
Yeah and no.
What about
Why would you replay something that's not fun?
It doesn't necessarily have to be fun because the game can be emotional, like Life is Strange, not necessarily be fun.
Like you're enjoying it.
That's different. Enjoying and having fun are 2 different things. You can enjoy a game without it being fun.
Fine, but you would never replay a game you don't enjoy, right?
No. I might not even finish it, but generally, I like games. My issue with replayability is that recently a lot of the games that have the good replayability are multiplayer, and people seem to not really like the games that I like so much. So then it kind of takes away from the replayability for me. And then
I would agree with that.
And then I try to get them to play with me, and then they start playing for a little bit, and then they fall off, and then I'm back to solo, and it's like not having fun with it anymore. And it kind of ruins the experience for me.
I see what you're saying with that. Like games are solo and multiplayer can suck once you start playing multiplayer.
And then you go to solo.
It's like League, fun alone, and then you play with multiplayer, and then it's like I don't want to play alone
ever.
So, yeah. Even if I was like challenger tier, I would probably get new accounts just so I could play with my friends.
Absolutely.
Because for all of you who don't know, when you're challenger in League, that's like the highest you can get. It does not allow you to play ranked with people. You have to do it.
No, you can do duos again.
Really? They changed that?
Yeah.
Do they just also have to be challenger?
Well, that's better. Yeah, they have to be close.
You have to be like master at the lowest.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. I think I agree with that in a sense, especially big multiplayer games like that, because like big is in the sense of like full on teams, not just like a 1v1 multiplayer. Because I struggle so much to play League. Like, I'll really want to play the game sometimes, and I'll be like, man, I'm itching for some League. I could use some practice. You know, it might benefit me to play alone. Then I get on the hub screen. I'm like, might as well wait for someone.
Yeah.
Because it's just not as
40
fun.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the appeal to a lot of multiplayer.
Yeah, you can communicate too. So generally, that'll make you do better. Like if you can communicate, somebody could tell you, "Hey, that's stupid. Hey, you're a genius. We should do that." You know, like they bring out the best. If
I might not always agree with that, but I will say that randoms are more toxic as a.
That is true. Like I'm not likely going to be nearly as toxic to like Parker as I would the random mid laner who's inting.
Yeah, I'm toxic. Yeah, I'll be toxic to our teammates and the enemy team.
Generally, I won't even say it in all chat, but I'll be talking to one of you two like, "Oh my god, what is wrong with this dude?
He's so
He is 0 and 10, and he's taking all my waves.
Well,
That's the only way we can carry."
For him to be playing.
Well, see, I don't usually do that. I don't like yell at a player. I'll just say memey things in the chat, but that'll like tilt them. It won't be like, get out of my lane or like group up. I'll say something like,
that was spaghetti.
Yeah, no, but something like,
It was Liddy.
Eat my ass, or just random in the chat or something.
Just
I don't know, but it's never like,
eat my ass.
I don't know.
Oh.
Or I'll just say something to provoke someone, but not actually like, your gameplay's awful.
I need to do that. I need to crack my neck really bad.
Paige,
which I feel like is a little different.
The other thing I think that single player it makes it replayable is when
I see. Turn away.
No, I'm kidding. I think that for me, what makes a game super duper replayable is when it had. What do you want something to say with the class, Evan? Why don't you share with the class?
To the class?
Share with the class, Evan.
Yeah, let me check the note that somebody wrote me.
What?
We're passing notes, guys.
Oh yeah.
Your attitude, not your aptitude.
Is that actually what it says on that paper?
Determines your altitude by Ligzar. What is this? Got math. We can help. LAC, Bradner. Oh. Okay. That was just a flyer for the library.
Anyways.
Free walk-in tutoring.
Oh my god.
Well, this is from last fall.
Oh my god.
Just mute Evan and get.
I like games that have endless after game content. Like
no.
Well, is that replayability or is that just continued?
Yeah, no, that's
like
replayability.
Is it? Okay.
I think so.
Because you're still coming back to it.
I guess that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I definitely think that like if you got that in a game, beautiful. Because then you can
I agree.
Kind of Pokemon, like you beat the Elite Four, you can go and do it again and again and again and again. That's kind of fun. You're replaying the game in a way.
I don't feel Pokemon was the best example, but I do agree with what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I don't think his example for Pokemon was the best because there's actual after game stuff. Like the battle funicular.
It's not like the game's over and then you got nothing else to do.
I'd rather fight the Elite Four than the battle funicular.
I'm gonna be honest. Because at least you get experience. Yeah. I'm kind of the opposite. I would rather everything be included in the main story than post game.
That's just our game style, though. That's how me and Parker were like. That's just how we like the games.
I like content, but for some reason, when you defeat the game, I lose all incentive to play it.
It's done. I saw the credits.
With the exception of PvP. So, like, Pokemon, I'll beat the game, and I won't really do any, like, optional off-game, after-game credits, except with the intention of PvP. So, like, I might go to the battle funicular, but it's only to, like, get a move so I can battle someone.
Yeah.
But I would rather just get the move playing through the story.
Yeah.
So, it's whatever. I don't know, because I feel like what drives me to play a game is just to beat it, find the ending, or fight the final boss, whatever, and then it's like, I'm satisfied, and now I'm done.
I did it.
I'll play again if I really want to play this, but I won't, like, continue. Yeah. But that's just me. I know I'm kind of in the minority there. People like post-game.
You're the minority.
No, I honestly, I would say
Except
that's
for being
one
a
thing
straight white male.
that's pretty evenly distributed. I
Mhm.
feel like the people who like stuff after the game are just a lot more verbal about it.
Yeah.
Like the people who just want to beat games, they just beat it and don't really talk about it much.
Because there's nothing to complain about. There's no games
Yeah.
you don't beat. Well, okay, there are, but like they're not.
Speaking of games that you don't beat, the next topic.
Would you like
There's
to
still
go to
like
the
a
next topic?
goal, an overarching like.
Oh no! I just like a perfect segue, which is what I thought.
So what's our next
Perfect
topic? I don't actually know.
segue. Would you like to talk about at what point does difficulty make a game not fun?
Oh, good plan.
It
Okay.
was like a
Perfect
perfect
segue.
segue.
Tell us,
That's,
Evan.
we had to take it.
Yeah,
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you go?
I guess when it gets to rage-inducing, so whenever that tier is,
What is that for you?
I don't. How do you measure that? I think to the point. Well, definitely anything that feels unfair in some sense, whether the game is imbalanced, or it's glitchy, or it just feels like there's nothing I can do to avoid something.
Sonic and Fortnite.
Sure. And if I'm really bad at a game, and this isn't against the game, this is me as a player. If I'm really bad at a game, that makes me not want to play it. Because if I lose at the same spot enough times, I'm just gonna be like, man.
Do you know like certain things that you're bad at? That...
What triggers me? Yeah,
Well,
grinding.
no, like certain things that you're bad at. Like you say, if you're not good, is there like a certain type of thing that you know that you're not good at?
Everything.
Yeah, anytime there's a big
Relatable.
gap in between goals, so grinding in particular, also not knowing where I'm going, I guess
That's
that kind of
true.
ties into difficulty.
You-
If I can't find where to go or find someone that like at least gives me a hint, and these exist, that deters me.
looks at every Zelda game.
Yeah, well, yeah,
The
but
newer
those-
ones aren't as bad. The older ones are really bad with that.
the old ones. I mean, yeah, those are very like open ended. At least the first and the third one, and probably the second one. Never mind. But like
And the fourth.
the middle tier is not too bad. But like Breath of the Wild, you don't always know where to go, but you don't
can
have
go
to go
anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can
That's
go.
kind of my appeal to that versus not knowing where to go. That was fun.
Well,
I was choosing to explore.
Technically, you do know where to go.
And
You
you
just
do- yeah,
don't
yeah,
have to
'cause-
go there.
You only have to beat
they have
Ganon.
a-
I knew where the castle was. I could go there when I felt like it.
And they had
just
the
chose
quest
to do
points
other
that
things
told you like
first.
the main the four bosses.
Yeah, so you. Yeah, and that system was awesome. You could keep track of all your goals and where they are, and that's sick.
Yeah. I
So-
I agree with Evan a lot on that one.
Yeah,
I generally won't
directions.
stop playing games if they're not obvious, but it
Mhm.
becomes significantly less fun when you have to look up everything.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like three examples I'm gonna keep pulling up for this whole like shebang.
Is it Dark Souls?
Dark Souls, Wind Waker, and Fortnite. Those are the only three things I'm likely gonna bring up.
Can I give you a triple five? Oh, double five? There we go.
Whoa,
So-
whoa.
It was a double for 2 out of 3. So
Oh, okay. But so basically
we'll go for that third
with
one.
Wind Waker, with Wind Waker, the game was fun. The game was fun, and for the most part, in the beginning, it was linear. And then you got to the point where it's just like, hey, beat Ganon. And you need to get like every item in the game and find all 8 Triforce shards.
Yeah, pretty much after you go underwater and meet the
Yeah.
king.
Basically, like the second quarter, no,
Second.
like the last quarter of the game, it was just you just pull out your phone, look up the guide, and it wasn't fun. Like if you have to look up a guide for it, I generally
Well,
don't
Tyler, if
enjoy
you're a real man, the fun is in discovering it and doing it for yourself, and
So
that's the
spending-
fun part.
spending 98 hours instead of 24.
Tyler, that's the real fun part.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I don't like exploration in games when you have to explore randomly to find stuff. I don't mind if
it
it's
doesn't
like
make sense.
I don't mind if
Straight
it's
fast
optional
style.
and you know where you have to go, but like, oh well, I could go here or here, but I don't want to go to the end yet because I want to explore. But if it's hey, explore, find where the hell you have to go. It's like no, fuck this game. I'm done.
I'm with you, bud.
See, for instance, though, Zelda 1, me and Ian started playing it, and all we had to do, look up a map. We got a map, done. Like, the game's fun now. Like, some things are unbalanced, obviously, but having a map instead of a square, which you see where you are and nothing else, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, in the defense of Zelda 1 and older games as a whole, people only had up until
I get it.
late 90s, 2000s, people only had so many games. Yeah. So it wasn't unreasonable for them to ask you, like, explore this. This is your thing. You're going to know this.
Yeah, they were testing out, like, the waters. Like, that was like, they were thinking, would this work? Would this work?
Well, it did work. People only had so many games, so they would spend a lot of time on the same game.
Exactly.
So by making it, by putting little secrets and stuff, it was not unrealistic for people to find them.
Oh, yeah.
Or just kind of spread the word of mouth. Whereas now that sucks because people want to beat games and go on to the next one they want to play. And,
that's true.
Yeah.
But, and then for number 2 on my list, I'm going to go for Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the type of game that is... It's not super hard. It is hard game. I'm not going to say it's easy by any means, but you can fuck up. And it's the type of game that punishes you for fucking quite hard.
I feel like, well,
I had a meme there, but you didn't say it.
Oh, no, I know. But it's like, I would be completely okay with Dark Souls if you didn't lose your souls. I don't mind grinding, but if there's a game that makes you grind and then makes it so you can lose your grinding progress, I'm just no.
Just a disclaimer that I think that's only Dark Souls 1. I do know that 3 doesn't do that anymore.
Really? I thought 3 was like one of the only ones that did it.
No, Dark Souls 3 and I think 2 don't. When you die, you get the souls back from your last campfire.
I thought it was might be wrong from like your last enemy or something like that.
Well, you like save at bonfires, so I think it.
No,
takes you
I know that you
bonfire.
save, but if you die twice without gaining your souls from the first one, I'm pretty sure you lose everything.
That sounds more right. I'm sorry, I might be wrong with the information.
If you fuck up once and get back, it's fine. But if you fuck up twice, you're done. It's over. That makes me think of playing Pokemon, grinding, and then falling asleep before you save and your DS dies. It was just always.
What a very specific example.
Wow, I wonder if it's ever happened to him.
No, it's happened to Ian.
It's happened to me a lot. It
doesn't happen to me anymore.
I lost 2 gyms worth of progress.
Ian has like a system.
I do.
Have it plugged in always.
I constantly have it plugged in.
I move around a lot when I sleep, and I unplug it frequently.
I lost the first half of the game.
I've never once fallen asleep.
See, I can't.
Dude,
where I put mine, I can't flick it or anything.
I woke up on top of my DS. It was like my lower back. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, shit.
You're like talking about a girl. I woke up on top of her, but no, you're talking about your DS.
And it was out of life for some reason. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it was dead.
Yeah.
It couldn't fit the charger in there. Yeah.
But yeah, like the final one. This one's kind of short, but Fortnite. Fortnite's fun. I love the game, but I can't play it anymore because of this reason: the fact that you are put in a game that's multiplayer. That's fine, but there is no skill. There's no no skill-based matchmaking. So you start off your first game, boom, you jump out of the plane late because you don't realize what the hell you're doing. You're like, whee! I'm on a paraglider. And then You get to the ground and you die to somebody who's played thousands of hours, who landed before, because they know what they're doing. You should not be paired people who are that much better than you.
That's kind of. Oh.
I mean, I get the reasoning, and it's for when the game dies, but it hasn't died yet, so do it. Like, the whole reasoning is, you don't want your queue times to be too long, because if you make them skill-based, some people are going to struggle to find queues. Well, if you're that good, you're not going to give a crap. And all the sucky people, it's going to take like 4 seconds longer to get in a queue. It's not that big of a deal. Just make it so, level 0 to level 20, level 20 to level 50, level 50 to level 200 or something. Like, give something.
Yeah.
Not just, you just started? Okay, here's a John Wick who is the best player you will ever come across and have zero chance of beating.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying about unfair in games.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few elements, and matchmaking can definitely be one of them.
Yeah. It's just imagine playing League, except being placed with anybody. You could be placed with I'm a Cutie Pie, you would be placed with Faker, you could be placed with that one Bronze 5 dude who flashes into Tower Level 1.
You can only get bronze on your team, but the other team is always full challenge.
Yeah, so, like, it's... I don't know.
I guess it's already like that, though.
Not to that extreme, though. Trust me, if you're versing challenger players, you would lose so fast. It'd be very, very fast. It'll become very obvious, too, when you're getting destroyed level 3, and, like, you're just like...
See, that's when you call hack.
But I'm playing Lucian. Why am I losing level 3?
They knew how to use their advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like, you would know. For instance, Fortnite.
Come on, man.
It's pretty obvious when you get destroyed by somebody if they're better than you.
You die.
You guys have some difficulty beefs yet?
Oof, I got some crazy beefs with...
Well, you just told us your beef. That's why I'm asking if these two do.
Yeah, that's all I got. Sorry for taking up forever.
Chill. Ian, you want to go or me?
I'll go. I don't think
Oh,
it'll
no,
be
I
that
ain't
long.
allowed
I think
to.
I have like a quick explanation. So, I was thinking something that makes the game like unplayable, right?
Yes.
All right, not fun. Unplayable, so that's not fun.
They call me Farmer
It's just
John.
like something like when Tyler and I were playing the original Legend of Zelda yesterday. The game seemed far like there was an input delay, if that makes sense. But like, it's not an online game, so like the input delay is just like it kind of just hurts you and it makes you like, oh, this combat's like harder than it should be.
I agree.
Keep going.
Input
So
delay.
like just something when
Whoa, what
was that, Evan?
what program are you playing on?
GameCube.
Like, you have like a disc for your GameCube, or is this a PC?
Yeah, it's called like the collection.
Running
but-
through Dolphin, or
No, it's on the
The
GameCube.
physical GameCube.
Yeah. No, Tyler, you have it. It's like the Legend of Zelda collection.
I'll be right back.
okay.
It was released by Nintendo.
Game of the Year edition.
1 second.
Yeah, that's the win.
And it's got like
4 games in it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words.
Zelda, Zelda,
Zelda,
2.
Zelda 1, Zelda, Zelda 2, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask.
Oh, you got Zelda 2.
I mean, it comes with all 4. It
Well,
was
I
like
know,
$10 for 4.
Garbage game.
But
Anyway, so something that like hurts you from trying to be better at the game, unless if you're like super used to the mechanics, which I will never be good at Zelda 1 mechanics unless if I play it forever. Because games now, you have instant reaction time.
accurate.
That might partially be the controller. Maybe if you played on a NES, it would have better.
It
Possibly,
could just be because it's on the GameCube
Yeah.
versus the 64. But either way, it's
No.
there.
No,
Well,
it was a NES, not a 64.
I was going to correct him
What's
too.
the difference? There's no.
I had
they're the
two
Yeah, I
consoles.
think there's a big difference. One is in 3D and
Nothing
has a lot more
exists
color.
before the 64.
Exactly.
many more pixels.
I haven't really had an experience with like not having fun with a game because of difficulty.
Oh, yes, you
I'm
have.
not counting the League.
Every PvP game you get mad at and rage quit.
It's weird. It's only with you.
Battle Tetris.
It's only
Battle
with
That
you.
right there.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart,
See,
Battle
every
Tetris.
single example that you've listed to this
Smash
point
Bros.
is only with you guys.
How
I don't
about
know
Pikmin
why.
3?
I don't like Pikmin 3. Just
Got pretty mad at
not because it's
Heracles.
difficult, because I don't like the style. But I don't know why. If I play with my fam, and they're not bad.
Please.
Even
So
if I lose,
Do you not like?
Overwatch.
Do you not
No,
like
no,
the competitive
That
aspect?
game.
it's just like I like
Ultimate
competitive.
Chicken Horse.
Evan just continued.
All right, next topic.
Dick
He wants to
fight.
be a dick about it.
I'm sorry.
No, next
what
we're
were
going to
you
move on to the game review of this week. Every week we
Well, you
review a
just
game.
tell us
We're
why
going
you
to
get
talk about
mad.
Balloon Tower Defense 5. Evan, you want to start us off?
Oof.
saying? Okay.
So
I
where
like
is this
Balloon.
rage coming from, Parker?
Yeah, I think he's
Let
skipping
it
because
out.
bad.
I don't know
Maybe
what we're
his
talking
friends
about.
are what told him.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I need new friends. But all I want from these people in this call are to talk about fucking Balloon Tower Defense 5.
All right, so we're now on a game review of the week. So, yeah.
What is a game?
Oh, I'm sorry. The game is Balloons Tower Defense 5.
I
So for those of you
and
who
I-
don't know, a tower defense game is when enemies come in waves and they try and reach the end of like a track, and you have to build towers to stop them before they get to the end.
And upgrade. Build
In this example, and I think Balloons is, to my knowledge, the most popular tower defense game.
I would believe so, considering I don't know much, and generally, if I hear about something, it's probably the most popular.
That's kind of accurate. I know it has like
Wow.
100,000 players, which isn't huge, but for that small genre, it kind of is. So,
Yeah.
in this one, there's balloons that come in different waves. The balloons come on the track. They're moving for whatever reason. They're not on
Different
strings. They're
types of
just
balloons.
inflated balloons. Yeah. They come in different colors, and there's like special balloons, and they turn into blimps and super blimps and whatever. And it's fun, and each one has different effects and health.
Yeah.
And then you build these towers that are monkeys, and the monkeys throw darts or shurikens, or they shoot things. They're all kind of different. There's
That's just
different
kind
towers.
of the gimmick of like this tower.
Yeah. Different towers,
It
different
could be-
abilities. And after you place, you get gold. You get gold from killing the balloons and
Yeah.
time. And you upgrade your things, they get new abilities. And you just try and last until a certain point. And you can go past that too. You can just see how far you can get. But yeah, until you run out of room on the screen. So I mean, I'm pretty fond of balloons compared to other tower defenses. There are like first-person tower defenses I'm not too big on. I like that it's top-down. You can see everything.
That's true. I've played some, only like one or two, but
Yeah.
if it's not you, not happening. Like, you can't see everything. I feel that gets rid of the whole aspect of knowing what's happening. Like, what do? Do you plan ahead, or do you watch the balloons as they're going
Mhm.
through?
The waves.
Like, yeah, do you watch the waves? Do you watch to learn, or are you waiting to see if something gets through so you can quickly react? You can't do both.
Yeah. Especially when we did that crappy mod on Minecraft.
That wasn't a mod, it was just a server.
Oh, I'm sorry. The server with the game modes. And
Yeah.
it was like, I felt like we were fighting each other because a lot of times they're multiplayer. And we were like destroying and rebuilding the same towers.
Yeah.
Or like we all kind of had a different plan, at least.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we weren't trying to cooperate super well, but I felt like that could have been that would have been dealt easier if we could just see the whole thing and work on our own.
Yeah. So what do you feel positives and negatives?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I like the aesthetics. Not most, but a lot of tower defenses are crappy flash games. So it's a good-looking crappy flash game.
Accurate.
Good. It's really easy to run.
It's so funny because that makes it shouldn't.
Well,
it
okay,
makes
it's like
sense.
the best of
Yeah.
a bad situation, but I like the simplistic style.
Yeah.
Very bright. God, there's so many maps, let me tell you, which is good. Lots of variety. You don't ever. There's 60 maps, and I don't have all of them.
Evan just discovered how many maps were added.
Upwards of 60. The towers are different. The hub menu, or not the hub menu, but like the menu when you're in a match is just so great. Everything is very convenient. Pull everything out. No, that they got some improvements in the first 4 games. Yeah.
The pull out.
That was amazing because like everything is very easy to find and convenient, and that's something I appreciate in a game like that.
The pull out was
accurate.
There are other games of its kind. You know, I don't think it has a ton to set it apart other than just people know what it is.
And if it does, they're like copies pretty much off of
not all, but
I feel a lot are, though.
It doesn't have... I don't know. Oh, and the towers. A lot of games don't have as many towers as Balloons. Balloons has like close to 20 or 20. I don't know.
I don't know off the top of my head.
But most have like 5 to 12. So that is something I appreciate. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I know it seems low for all the praise I just gave it. There's nothing really wrong with the game.
5's average, so it's above average.
There's nothing really wrong with the game. I have mostly good things to say about it. It's just that it's not overwhelmingly good. It's just good. Like, it's fun. I will sit down and play it, but it's not something I would play for like days or hours upon end. It's like, all right, I'll play a match, and that was fun. And that's it. So it's a good. I recommend it to anybody who just wants a time killer. The app costs money, but I would probably buy it.
It's worth it.
It is worth it.
Really into it, yeah. But it's free online, so just go to the website. Yep, on Ninja Kiwi.
Oh, okay. So you can get it for free on your.
Yeah, but it costs money on mobile.
It what?
It costs money on mobile, but it's free on PC.
Yeah, PC. You just go to the website. It's a Flash game.
Well, in that case, I might download it on my PC.
Yeah.
Well, you just go to the website.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, you don't even download it. Yep.
I don't think you can download it.
Oh, then that's probably why it's free.
Well,
you have to go to their website. Yeah,
Which
but you have to go to their
ads.
website and add.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine.
And I will add on there is not really pay to win. You get in-game cash that you can use to unlock things, but it's a reasonable amount, and if you're good, you will be rewarded for your skill and you'll get more. Like if you play on harder difficulties or do the daily challenge, it's really easy to get the in-game cash. You don't need it. You definitely don't need it to function. So it's just optional. Just something I thought I should throw in there. So yeah, what do you guys think? I know we've all played it.
I got some stuff to say. Not a lot, but I love Balloons Tower Defense. Is definitely my favorite mobile game. One of the very, very few games, we actually talked about this before, one of the very few games that I would ever buy that are more than $1.
On your phone.
Yeah, on the phone. Most mobile games, like, ooh, $2? No.
99 is already.
Yeah, 99's like, but 99's like, okay.
If I'm intrigued.
Anymore, it's like, not happening.
Yeah.
Literally just not happening. But, yeah, I loved Balloons Tower Defense. I've played it so much. Every trip that we went on in a car that took more than an hour on it, playing it, I've found out like a whole bunch of strategies better. I'm not like super competitive or anything. That's why I don't like
brag.
Well, I don't like the new one that's out. Yeah, the battles. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. Just the way it works, like selling your balloons or whatever, like sending balloons.
You send the balloons and it increases the amount of money you get per second.
Yeah.
I had played that. We were talking about that earlier. I have played that one, but only
Yeah,
like
but then there's a
couple
cap
times.
on that too.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I do prefer though seeing how far I can go. I go on
How many
certain
super monkeys I
courses.
can fit on the screen?
Well, I go as far as I physically can, and I do stuff like this. This is my world currently.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, so there's just a bunch of high-level towers hitting a bunch of high-level balloons, and it's like slowing his frame rate a little bit.
Yeah, you legit can't even see happening. At
You
any
don't really
point,
know-
any
yeah.
point, I could lose, and I would have no idea what was about to happen.
Well, because if one of the big balloons goes through, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't tell where they are. So, like, I've pretty much maxed out everything, and now I'm just letting it play to see how far I can go. And something about that I absolutely love, but I kind of want to lose it, but I don't want to lose it on purpose. You know, I spent all this time getting here, but I want to start a new game.
What is your highest wave?
I got to 460, something around that, and then Shakes totally made a new world, and I lost all my progress. I didn't even lose. I made it to 460, and he deleted it.
That
He
might have
didn't
been for your
mean
own
to.
good.
He didn't mean to, but
I think I got to 382, three something. And I think that my frames just got so bad, anytime I tried to open the app, it would crash.
was it in 5?
Yeah,
Or
it is in 5.
I feel like
It's
a
trash.
lot of people. I'm not saying necessarily that you're lying, but I feel like a lot of people bullshit on the numbers.
It was a
They're
high
like,
number.
this is what really happened. They're like, oh man, I got to 160.
Level 760.
I got to 160, and oh man, this is so hard, and I lost. Well, I got really high.
If you're
I
gonna
got
die
really
at 160, you're gonna die way sooner than 160.
Yeah, you're gonna die at like 115.
Exactly. Like if you're gonna make it far, you're gonna make it far.
86 is like the number that you lose at almost every time.
Is that the way
And then
that
there's
the big balloon comes?
No,
The
that
same like
wave's
that?
actually one of the easiest. That's the
The
one where it
gamma,
spams a
yeah.
whole bunch of Moabs. It spams all the red ones and shit.
I think the
But, like-
highest I've gone is like 75, maybe.
Yeah, it probably
Whatever
86, honestly.
How many do you need to complete hard mode
I thought it was just
on a map?
It's 80 something.
Well, then whatever
Or
that
maybe-
is.
It's probably 85.
I was thinking
85
either
85
or
it
100,
is.
one of those two.
Yeah.
It-
So like
Yeah, it's whatever the hard mode minimal is.
a lot of people, they get to like wave 100 something, whichever. I don't remember where the spike was where it becomes really hard,
Hmm.
but somewhere in the hundreds,
It's
there's
just a
like
long time.
one wave that'll kill you almost every time, and if you make it past that, you're free
I think
pretty
it's
much.
the regen rainbows that kill you.
Oh no. Once you're at 100, there are no balloons. It's just Moabs
Yeah,
and Zoma
I meant
gods.
earlier on, like you'll generally
Oh.
lose at the regen rainbows. Those usually will kill the early
Yeah,
players.
Those
and then
will kill.
those will get you. But they surprise you, man.
Call me a chump.
Yeah, right.
Show you guys
That
how
where
it's
you-
done. I'll get to around 600.
Dude, no, you won't.
He says no, you won't.
I'll
I
put money
won't.
to
I
that.
don't have the
I will
patience.
put money to that.
See, that's the thing though. Like people, as I said, people say they make it to like round 300, but
Just
that's
kidding.
total. That's
That's if
total
you have
bullshit.
like
a lot
no
of the
time on your hands.
I've had this going this entire stream. Wanna know how many waves I've passed?
2.
Yeah, 2. We've been going at this for an hour. 2 waves have passed. People don't make it to 300, and if you do, you're like
Hey.
extremely.
What do you want, Adam?
Tyler, what was the last wave you like placed anything?
Like 120, and
So
I'm on
you
388.
Have like you just haven't done anything? Have you at least upgraded stuff?
Nope, everything's fully upgraded, and my entire screen is filled. Here, I'll unpause it, and next time that the wave ends, it's almost done, I think.
So it's literally just your patience.
Yeah,
till the game
That's why
makes you lose.
That's why I say nobody makes it to 300 because the waves take forever.
Because there's no point.
They seriously do, and then it gets.
It
I hate it.
it's not enjoyable once you get that far. You just want to see how far. Like the fun part is early on.
Because you're actually doing stuff.
Exactly.
You can make it pretty far with the flame towers that evolve from the spikes. You can get pretty far with that.
So you guys got some numbers for us?
No. Honestly,
not like stats. I mean, out of 10.
No, I know what you're saying. I would give it a 7.5. We do the 0.5s, right?
Yeah.
I'm going with 7.
We've done like an 1/8 before. Just put it whatever you want.
Yeah, give me 7 or 8 on a good day.
As Parker would put it.
You know what? I'm giving it a 7.567.
Okay, I'm gonna round that to 7.6.
Okay.
I think I'm. Oh, sorry, Tyler.
No, that's it.
I think I'm gonna rate mine from anywhere from like a 4 to 9.
Do you wanna give that a real number and then tell us what you think?
I think he's making fun of Parker.
I know he is.
Are you guys
Do you have an
trying to
actual
end the
rating
podcast?
and an opinion?
It changed.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay, you averaged it. Good.
No comment. That's just it.
Do you have any commentary you want to talk about the game, maybe?
I mean, what's there to say? I wasn't even gonna describe the game. I was just gonna give it a 7 anyway.
Damn.
If you guys made me go
Okay,
first,
Parker, why don't you tell us what you think?
Oh, would you actually like me to go? Do you want my opinion?
Do we?
Yeah, as long as it's not a range.
Was that me?
Why is he salted? Do we need to add this to the tilt list?
Okay.
Making a stream.
I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'll give it a 9. 9 or 9.5.
I don't think Parker has once given a game the highest rating.
I'll give it a 9 or 9.5.
I think this is the first time, yeah.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
I have played this game for 3 to 4 years straight, and then I just stopped. But those 3 or 4 years, best years of my life. I swear. Here's the thing. I think if it didn't have the sandbox mode, it came out in 2011 before you asked. What's up?
I just like to point out, I just reached 10 million gold for the first time ever.
I thought he was about to be like, it actually came out in 2015. So you can't
No, I wasn't.
That's not accurate.
It came in
I'll tell you offhand,
2011.
I just got 10 million. That took so long.
Congratulations. But no, I played this game for like 3 or 4 years, like consistently, and it was a blast. But I think if it didn't have sandbox mode, it would have been a lot less fun for me. Because
I just fun messing around.
I just like putting one of every tower, and then putting a golden monkey idol temple, and getting all of them combined into one, and just instantly killing those Moabs. And that was just it was beautiful.
I don't know, man.
And then combining that with the gameplay of Balloon Tower Defense Battles was so much fun. I loved battles, even though I wasn't great at it. I was still pretty good, and that game was fun.
I haven't played Battle. I should.
It's okay.
You
I
would
really
like
only
it.
played it a couple
Evan would
times.
like it.
Well, it's just a statement. You would like it.
You would like it.
You must like it.
You will like it.
Against your will.
Yeah, unfortunately. No.
What is this?
I liked all the balloon games. Like they're all just solid, but I think 5.
Well, the balloon games are the Balloons Tower Defense, because there actually are balloon games that came before.
I know what I
the
said.
Tower Defense.
I sucked
Okay,
at the
just
battles, which is why I wasn't a big fan. But
I
it's
didn't
literally
think the battles
only
was
because I
hard.
suck.
It's just it got boring very quickly.
It had
Okay,
enough
yeah.
variety for me to like it. So yeah, I'll give it a 9. It was for 3.
Damn.
If a game can hold my entertainment for 3 or 4 years, it deserves a 9.
Okay.
I can agree. I probably gave it a low ball, honestly, but
Well, that is an average 7.515. Let's go, boys.
Woo! Official KPDS ranking. Oh, but you know what I like more
almost
than
as good as
rankings?
IGN.
You know what I like more than rankings?
What?
Steam games! Who doesn't love Steam games, guys?
I don't know why I didn't expect that. I actually didn't expect that, and literally every week he comes in with this hype question very similar to that, and then screams Steam Games, like every single time. And
the segment of the show where I pick
oh.
out 3 games from Steam, and I make up one of them, and these goofballs have to figure out what the It's slowly ripping more and more. Which one is the fake one? Currently,
Did you just rip it in half?
I got the score right here. Don't worry. You can't see it. Evan is currently at 7. Tyler is at 9. Ian is at 9, and I'm at 1. If none of them get
catching
right,
up.
1. Yeah, if you have any recommendations for games that would be fake, feel free to leave them on our YouTube.
Your eyes were just wicked crossed for a second.
Don't forget to... if you have any questions, we're going to do a Q&A section after this. Leave them in the Twitch chat, and Ian will read them off. This week's going to be a special edition of Steam Games because it's going to be the short description segment, boys.
Oh,
you're going to get the shortest possible descriptions that I could give you.
Oh, jeez.
And you guys are going to have to try to
So
figure
it's just
out.
going to be a random-ass guess based off of the name?
Maybe? Maybe. Are you boys ready for short descriptions Saturday, except it's Friday?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Friday, by the way.
Wait, is it?
It's Friday.
Oh, it is Friday.
I said it's not Saturday. I said it's not Saturday, guys.
Well, then why
Was I the only person who knew it wasn't Saturday?
I
Other than
was trying to rhyme short Steam Game Saturday because a bunch of S's alliteration. Game number 1.
Okay.
Bubble Run. Blow bubbles, collect cash. Game 2. Adventure Mike. You're a fly. Collect coins. Game 3. Ghost Killer. Flash games. Kill worm. Spaceman. Game 4. Caffeine. Dating simulator. It's Tinder.
I'm going number 1.
Number
The reasoning that I think of number 1 is because Parker came up with the things very quickly, and we had Balloon Tower Defense on the list.
What was number 4 again?
But before I get it far, I wasn't here when we were talking about it.
Yeah, I know, but it was still on the list.
That's fair.
What was number 4?
Caffeine. Dating sim. It's Tinder.
I'm gonna go with number 4.
Can I get descriptions of 2 and 3 again?
Game 2. Adventure Mike. You're a fly. Collect coins. Game number 3. Ghost Killer. Flash game. Kill worms. Spaceman.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
With the 2.
Let's hear it.
All right.
Number 2.
It's that gut feeling.
That game is Bubble Run. Bubble Run's a fake game. Tyler snatches the lead.
Just wondering.
Oh.
Was I correct?
Not at all.
Okay, so it just happened to be
It's
just
complete
like
coincidence. I didn't even.
I'll
be honest. I didn't look at the topics before I picked the Steam games, so you got completely lucky with that one.
I'm gonna chime in here. I was at a 50-50. So last week, we pointed out, I was like, well, we started doing 4 instead of 3, and I figured it would be either number 2 or 3 because they were in the middle. So I actually wrote myself a note on the desktop. I was like, pick 1 or 4 next week. Parker's going to do this on purpose. So I had like a 50% guess.
It was a 50-50.
Yeah, I just got wrong.
No one went for Ghost Killer. Who doesn't want Flash Game Kill Worm Spaceman?
Because it was number 3.
but Flash Game Kill Worm Spaceman.
Flash Game Kill.
So wait. The only one that got Blow Bubble Collect Cash.
just
no,
wondering.
it seemed like a cookie clicker game.
I almost picked it, but I was on the fence.
What are you saying, Tyler?
So, how did you come up with these descriptions? Did you say, okay, here's 5 words. I'm going to describe in 5 words.
No. Here's what I did. I went to the Steam page. I didn't click on the game. I hovered over it. I said, there's an alien, and I see a worm, and it looks like a Flash game. Flash Worm Spaceman. Okay. What is this?
What if it's not even a Flash game?
Dude, it looks like it might be a dating sim, date simulator. It looks like Tinder.
Wait, so you gave us possibly inaccurate information.
There is a fly, and I see coins. You're a fly. Collect coins. Bubble Run. Bubbles. Cash.
So you gave us possibly inaccurate information.
It doesn't matter. It's not like you know what the game is.
Does this look like anything here is very accurate? No.
Can I see that again?
No.
Wait, do you use a new paper every time?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait. Hold that there. Can you guys read the second word after I2? Like,
after what?
I think it says adventure.
Bubble fun?
No. See where it says I2?
I2 adventure. Yeah, it's adventure.
Dude,
I'm saying Ian voted for number 2.
That Man, that handwriting. I
Hey,
mean,
yours is like
Evan.
20 times worse.
Well,
Hey, we don't
yeah, I was
have to
getting
read
to that.
it.
I was about to
That
say
is
it's a
so
step up from
hypocritical.
mine.
Listen, I wrote this
I don't know,
literally, what time is it? An hour and
But I can
57 minutes
read
ago.
mine. I guess that's because it's mine. Though.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
It's not
playing
exactly.
pretty good
better.
Steam games. Catch us next week for another segment. You can participate. Steam games, everyone.
You could have a handwriting section. That'd be a good topic.
It's Q&A. Ian, do you have anything?
Wait,
Nope.
hold up.
What do you want, Tyler?
Ian,
What?
this is a question from me to you. Rate your handwriting 1 out of 10. Evan
Mine?
being a 1. Somebody else being a 10.
Goddamn 10.
I would say I'm a 1 on most scales.
You're a negative.
I admit that. No, I'm a 1.
0.
I'd say 1's the bottom.
You're a
of that.
negative
can-
7.
Well, my handwriting's gotten better, so you can read it now. But when I
Mine's
don't
gotten
feel like
worse.
when I don't feel like writing, or if I know somebody else is not gonna see it, I mean, I can still read it, but you might not be able
I'm gonna be
to
honest.
decipher some letters.
I haven't like written down words in so long.
Guys,
You don't take notes?
Well, not usually. People don't have to read them except me. Like,
guys, you gotta give me
Wait,
some credit.
Tyler.
You gotta give me some credit. I use this with the mechanical lead with my hands.
Now hold on,
that'll
Tyler.
give you credit. That's hard.
I remember you wrote lake earlier, or frozen ice lake.
Yeah, but I wrote it sideways, so I had to like go real slow. If
That's
I
what I'm
go
saying.
slow,
Though that
Slow.
was pretty good. That was legible.
if I go slow, I can write nice. It's not like I can't write nice.
But see, you did right.
But like,
got
see
you.
this? Single letters and numbers,
You gotta.
I can write well because of math.
Mhm.
That's like the only writing I do is in
I
math.
can write a 1.
See, my writing has progressively gotten worse.
Look at that
because
one. A line right
Oh,
there.
God.
That's a 1.
Impressive.
like it turns into more and
What's
more
it, 2?
chicken scratch because I write faster and faster just to like take
Ooh,
notes quicker.
Check out that 2, though. Ooh, look at that 2. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
can
how
we-
I do twos.
Should we stop doing handwriting simulator and maybe
You
go
have-
to
I don't have any. I don't have any questions.
Exactly. That's
no
why I'm trying to
questions
show
for the
you my
Q&A?
3.
Now I got another question, my boys.
Should we move to our trick last topic?
Oh,
No,
hold up.
it's not a trick anymore. He's
I
told
got-
us about it.
I got 2 questions.
We'll just have to wait.
I got 2 questions.
2 number 9.
Okay. Do you guys make a loop with your twos or a straight
loop.
line?
Straight line.
I do.
I
a
used to
loop.
do the straight line, and I think it was like 2nd or 3rd grade I switched.
I started in like
Faster.
7th or 8th. Yeah, I mean my handwriting was so loopy already. Why not make a loop on the
I'm
2?
trying to see if I have any 2s anywhere.
Now
Well,
eight.
We had an assignment where I think we had to write every number 1 to 100 for whatever reason. I think it was a handwriting assignment.
I think it's probably 1 to 1,000.
I do the
And I-
circle.
No, it was 1 to 100. There's
Oh.
no way I've never written 1 to
My
1,000.
teacher, Miss Johnson, I believe her name was,
Yeah, I know her.
made us write from 1 to 1,000.
No, he didn't do anything silly. This was
Like
like
a multiple week project.
reasonable.
Not
I saw my friend Alexis. She was writing the 2s like that, and she's like, "Yeah, that's wicked faster." And I was like, "Oh, it is."
Oh, I
All right."
cheated. I cheated totally. So on the sections where like it was 100,
Yeah.
so we had like page 0 to 100, 101.
Was it in like a grid?
How many papers full of
Yeah,
2s? Thanks a lot.
So did you take like a 1 and like drag it all the way down the page?
Yep. I just made a line for all of the ones.
That's actually a cheat. I think I did. Hold on.
But that would only work on 1 page though.
The teacher, it worked on a few. But the thing is the teacher always took the teacher took like 5 points off because she's like, that's lazy.
Points. I get
You
points
should
in
get
like
extra
3rd
credit
grade.
for creativity.
I don't actually think there was like a final grade. It's just like, here's points.
Oh.
Yay!
You're better than
Yeah, I don't know
me.
how elementary school grading works. I know I got like 4s, and those are good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4s
Well,
are
1's
good.
good.
Well, depending on the
One's
school.
bad.
One's
One's
bad.
I
just
don't-
shit.
I really don't think that there's actual points that
Yeah, I
they
don't
give
know.
you. They're just
What-
like,
is that just
he-
like
he was
a judgment?
Okay. Yeah, I think
If
it's
he did good in
judgment-based.
math, give him the 3.
I'm pretty sure it's judgment based.
That seems
He did
biased.
all his
but
homework.
I don't know. Because I can't imagine you're grading every kid's
Oh,
thing because they give you multiple assignments every
It's
day.
also kind of funny because like some of the teachers they do give worse grades. Some people because they're not good at some.
Yeah.
But
Fine.
they still want to like show what your kid's good at, so parents can help. But my parents literally asked once, and they're like, "Oh no, we literally gave your son a 3 because we wanted to make him seem like he's improving, but we would have given him a 4 otherwise."
I mean to brag.
Like they're like, "Yeah, he's fine," and it just we wanted to make it look like he's improving.
Most humble brag I've ever heard.
I was like, "Ooh, there we go." 1st through 4th grade, my dudes.
I hated
Now you're
it.
acing it.
I don't know how I felt about elementary school. I feel like it was all right, but
I think I enjoyed it because I just played with my friends.
I
basically.
hated it because
Yeah.
I started in Grant.
Wait,
Grant
what?
sucked.
Don't. Yeah, I never.
Okay, here's my thing. I was right on the cusp on between Garfield and Grant, and I started at Grant Elementary School.
Is that a school?
Grant? Yeah. And
Wow, I've never
Grant
heard of that
Elementary
before.
School. I feel like I have heard of that.
Grant is the
Did it get shut
shittiest
down or
school
burned down?
ever. I hope it got shut down because that place was shit. It was
Well,
a
they
hellhole.
did do a shutdown of a bunch of schools. I don't know if that was part of it.
But
Wasn't like Washington one of them or something?
No, well, we had like too many elementary schools, and so they like merged. So like half of them got torn down, and they just
Yeah.
merged a bunch so that they had more kids per school.
But,
That's how I met
She was
Colin,
more
Jared, and Ethan.
But
Yeah.
but what happened was, well, this is probably one of the reasons I hated it so much. I couldn't tie my shoes for a while, but I had to tie shoes, so I was like, okay. And then I asked the
Yeah.
teacher, "Hey, can you tie my shoes for me?" And she says, "Sure." She ties my shoes. We're outside going to the buses. I say, "Thanks, teacher." I go to take a step, bang, fall down. I look down. She tied my shoes together.
What a dick!
That
Oh
okay,
my
that's
God.
kind of
And I
funny.
start crying
but-
my ass off, and then she walks away, and all the kids start walking around, and I'm like, "I'm gonna miss," and my bus leaves.
that-
And
Oh
I'm
my
just sitting there.
God.
I got scraped knees. I got like scratches on my face. I'm like, just smoke.
so mean.
Just tied my shoes and left.
Oh.
That's a kid that is no
That's
older than
fucked
8, and you just destroy
Tied my
them.
shoes. Made me miss the bus. I'm humiliated.
Why did the bus ditch you? I thought you said you were stepping onto the bus.
No, we were on the side of the building. I asked her to tie my shoes. She tied my shoes. I go. I take a step. Okay, I take a step.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
I
dead.
thought you like.
Wait, I mean, I guess
was
that makes
picturing
sense when you
something
say,
a
"Can you
little
tie
different.
my shoes?"
No, I
I
wasn't,
thought-
I wasn't
so
stepping
mean.
onto the bus.
I thought he tripped on the bus.
No, that would be
fell
stupid.
off, and then
That'd be a lot better.
That'd be
But
so
no.
funny.
That'd be so much better. But no.
They see him fall and then drive away.
No, I guarantee you they saw me fall. There's no doubt in my mind they saw me fall, but they did not care. They drove away. And all
right,
the kids
guys.
on the bus were like, "See,
that is the
Parker?"
funniest thing I've heard in months. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Guys,
What?
we got a question.
Wait, I have a
So,
question.
time to make fun says, if I drop the soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I would say that
The soap is dirty. The
Yeah,
soap's
Soap is
gotta be
dirty.
dirty.
I think
Yeah,
the soap gets
Soap's
dirty.
dirty.
Because if you pick it up, the soap still has dirt on it. The
Yeah,
floor
wash
might
it
still
off.
be dirty. I don't think it made
The
the
floor is not more clean prospectively,
Yeah.
whereas
Because-
the soap
Just by
Because with
dropping, you're gonna have to
soap-
scrub it.
Soap works when you actually like rub it and create like friction and everything.
Yeah, whereas the soap can just pick it up by dropping it onto something dirty.
Exactly.
but you can still clean the soap.
Maybe when you drop the soap, they'll shut the door and then they'll take off without you.
Oh, shut up! It was not. And that was not the first time that had happened before.
Is a fish in water wet?
There was this teacher. I
Is
think
No,
fire
water's
dirt?
not wet.
her name was Miss Kenty, right? And she was the absolute
He's still going.
shittiest teacher in the world because she was the most sexist son of a bitch ever. It was this 8-year-old.
Are you
right?
sure?
Absolutely no. She's
I
a
mean,
whore
this is
mouth.
just like
She's a
first
whore
grade
elementary.
mouth.
This is elementary
Listen.
school.
Yeah, I
Hey,
feel like first
Let me
grade
get to
you
the
is
story first. Let me get to the story first.
destroying good
Literally,
memories.
so we did an assignment, right? Half the class was boys, girls. Cool. We did the assignment. I had the exact same fucking answer as this bitch. Not the teacher, well, the students next to me. And she said to the girl, like, "Oh, that's okay. We'll get it next time." She looks at mine. She has it like an air horn, and it gives it a little boop. And I'm like, "Holy shit. This motherfucker just blew an air horn." And I got
Wait,
the
what?
question wrong.
Your teacher had an air horn?
And she did that
What
with all
kind
the
of
dudes.
school did you go to?
Grant
Fucking
Elementary
awesome.
School.
Oh my god!
And she wouldn't be like,
So
oh,
they were
oh,
like,
you got it wrong. No, that's wrong. Try again. It's like, she has to say that she got it wrong. I was copying her. And she got it wrong, and she got a little slap on the wrist. They got a what? You got it wrong. Try again. Like this motherfucker.
It sounds like you were born in like the 1940s, and they like stapled you with a ruler.
But it wasn't just me. It was
Well,
every
actually,
single dude in the class. I got it wrong.
Not as far back as you think.
And
I
like,
know it's like 1970s. They still
Well, they also do that in private schools, but my god, is that funny?
I could go on for days about that school. Holy crap!
Just the fact.
What kind of school is
Just I think the air horn really got me.
Because it wasn't like she held it up. She had it like under the table, and I couldn't see it. It wasn't quiet. It was a loud air horn. Oh my gosh! And it wasn't always the same thing either. It wasn't always an air horn. Sometimes she would have one of those megaphones and she'd push the alarm button and it would go off. She had different loud objects to scare the dudes. For no reason. I don't know why.
That's hilarious. My cat was like sneaking into my room, like being all stealthy.
I don't know why she was such a mean person.
Can you hit us with the next topic?
No, I can't.
Someone transition us to our secret post Q&A topic.
You want to go to the secret post Q&A topic? Do we have any questions, Ian?
That was the soap one. Was our only one.
Okay, we'll move on. Secret topic: Infinity War spoilers.
Yeah, it's on the full disclaimer.
Spoiler alert.
So,
if you look at it, it says Infinity
now.
Wars spoilers. We're gonna give you like 2 minutes to leave if you need to leave.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Avengers 3, and we're gonna discuss what we thought of it, and specifically the ending.
The only reason why we're doing this so late is just because we wanted to not spoil it for everybody.
If somebody wants to watch your stream, you won't miss anything. Make them leave or anything. So
yeah,
this is all we're going to be talking about, and then we'll be done. So don't feel like you're missing too much.
Oh yeah, don't feel like you're missing
our beauty.
I got a little sorry while we're waiting. I totally cheated this one. You guys remember Alexis Lombardo in high school?
She deserves to die.
No, so we were in a class, Miss Michael's class, and me and her, we both wanted to do the announcements. And so she said, "Okay, this other girl, come over here," and she whispered a number in her ear. I heard the number, and Alexis, she was on the other side of the room. She's like, "Okay, Alexis, you can come over," and I'm like, "I got this, I got this." And then we both say the same number, right? And it's like, okay. But then she's like, "Parker, do you want to be a gentleman and let her do it?" I'm like, No. And then she let me do it. I'm like, yes. Finally, I got something right. I get the. Oh, she got it on pure luck too. It was between 1 and 10. The odds of that, I'm not good. It's 10%.
She might have heard it too.
She's on the other side of the class. There's no way.
We got 2 questions.
Oh, see, what happens when we move topics. We actually have.
All right, let's listen to the Q&As first, and then we'll go to the secret.
All right,
Spaztastical Wizard asks, "Is there an ad that you hate but you use it anyways?"
An app?
Yes.
Well, for a while, Clash of Clans, but I finally stopped.
Snapchat?
I love Snapchat.
I hate Snapchat. It screws up so often.
Why do you use it?
Because that's how I communicate with people.
That's true.
Twitter.
Sort of agree. I like Snapchat for pictures. I don't like talking on Snapchat, but I like having it as an option if people just want to talk on there.
I don't like Twitter.
I don't have Twitter. Well,
yeah, I don't use a lot of social medias.
The only reason why I don't like Twitter is because it just spams me with notifications.
I don't like Facebook.
Do you disable them?
Yeah.
I disable.
And then I get emails.
Apps that.
All right, let's get to the second question. So I can get to emails.
Sorry, next question. Yeah, I think that was a group.
Wait.
Kind of.
You know, one last thing is they have 16 categories of emails.
Yep.
So trying to disable everyone is
hard.
Horrible. So Time to Make Fun says, why are things sent by cars called shipments and things that are sent by ships called cargoes?
Because English hates everything.
Because we're bad.
I've never noticed that. Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like womb, tomb, and bomb.
I mean,
they all three of them have
That's
MB.
just
at
crazy,
the end,
dude.
But,
That's awesome. Are you high? That sounds like a stoner thought.
Dude,
what if
cargo is on a ship? Except for the cars.
Well, maybe it's because like cargo is like a car of things that are
No,
overseas.
incorrect.
No,
And
I think it's just
a
English being
shipment.
stupid.
And a shipment is like a ship of things on land.
We're gonna talk about Infinity Wars now.
So
Yeah, on to Infinity Wars, ignoring Evan entirely.
all right, so Avengers 3.
Yeah. So, once again, spoilers. So if you
Spoilers.
haven't seen the
Get
movie,
out now.
I
Or if
would
you don't
advise-
care, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, don't leave if you don't care.
All right, give us the countdown before we start.
5,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
26.
Go.
25,
Yay!
24,
Everybody dies.
23,
Yeah, no, half the people die.
22, 21, 20,
20.
19,
8.
13,
I-
2. All right,
Go.
You think you're funny?
we're good.
Do you think
So
so?
why don't we, who wants to start?
Did you guys know that apparently that Spider-Man scene where it's Mr. Stark? I don't want to go. That was all improv.
That was
I
all
believe
info.
it.
Yeah.
We got an award
I
for
don't
that,
think
Tom Holland.
directors would direct something that cheesy. John says it's not cheesy. It was so cheesy.
It was pretty cheesy.
There's no, like, what more?
It was emotional, but it was cheesy.
Yeah.
It's
like-
because he's a kid.
I get
You
it,
know what I mean?
but, like, that is, like, the most common and used, like,
I don't feel so
Dang.
good. I don't want to go.
I'm not feeling so good.
Well, gee,
I don't know if that is
gee, Rick, I'm not
cliche.
feeling too
It's
good.
pretty cliche.
I think having the kid saying he doesn't want to go was, but not.
Yeah,
that he
that
said,
was
"I'm not
basically
feeling
the
it."
same thing, though.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to go.
Gee, Rick.
Please.
I thought the movie
I'm not feeling
was
so
so
good,
far
right?
so good. I mean, it was like, it's a two-parter, so I can't say
Accurate
firmly yet. What?
Oh, Spaztestical Wizard said it's the son he'll never. I agree. Like, I think that's the whole point. Is the ending? They were like trying to make it like, oh well, he really loves this dude, and he he's his child. Like, oh, it just hurts him.
I don't
to
know.
feel.
I don't know what I think about that in the cinematic universe. How they've kind of made Spider-Man Iron Man's sidekick. I kind of do like it because it's funny, but it seems like out of place.
Yeah, it does seem a bit out of.
But I don't know. I sort of like it because he's got like a mentor
You know what?
rather
Well,
than
I'm-
just going solo. So
On
you
one
go.
hand, it like seems like Spider-Man like is like his own like superhero, but like he's like like
Yeah.
Evan was saying, like the sidekick. So
I-
it's like
I do
having
think
like a
it's
main
funny, yeah.
main superhero being the sidekick to like another main superhero.
Yeah, he's kind of like
Well,
War
that's-
Beast Iron Man.
It's just weird because Marvel doesn't really have sidekicks. That's kind of a DC thing where everyone has a sidekick.
Robin.
Well,
No, they have at least 5 sidekicks.
Oh yeah, you're right.
he's
no,
kind of
I
like
think really only Batman. Has
Tyler, did you
multiple
know there's 4 different Robins?
Yeah, there's 4 Robins and
Is
there's
there really?
Batgirl.
Yes.
my
I
God.
think there's actually 2 Batgirls.
But yeah, so
Is there?
Spider-Man is kind of like War Machine
wrong.
Part 2 to Iron Man, but the thing is, War
But-
Machine was Part 2
well-
to Iron Man, so it's Part 3. Like,
No,
Just-
War Machine isn't really a sidekick though.
he's a partner.
They're like partners more. It's like a partner is different
Yeah,
than a sidekick.
but
Cause he's not like asking him questions.
that's
He's not
true.
like, how do I fight? No. Spider-Man's like, train me.
That's
to an
true,
extent.
but
yeah,
to
which is a little
To
different.
a point, sidekicks also know what they're supposed to be doing. Like,
But they get like trained. They follow. They're not making their
Yeah.
own decisions.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. I do agree though. Like,
I don't know. I
I'm
like
not a
that.
big
I thought that was a
fan.
cute change in character.
I like him being a sidekick sort of thing, but I don't like him being like emotionally attached to him. I don't know. I'm not a big fan
I
of
like
that.
that. I don't know. It's just
Well, I thought it's cool, but in
Part of
terms
the
of like
deal.
the actual superhero thing, it's like
maybe it's the big softy in me, but it's just like Stark had been kind of ignoring him this whole time, and like Spider-Man missed his big
It's gonna
opportunity
be okay,
to be an
kid.
Avenger.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna his big chance to be an Avenger. Like, no, I gotta be the neighborhood Spider-Man. And then like he's finally the Avenger, and he's like, no, I finally made it, man. No.
I
Well,
agree with that.
I also feel like that's out of character. A lot of the newer comics, Spider-Man is an Avenger, but it's sort of weird because he always turns them down because he's like, no, I'm solo. I don't work well with teams. Now he's just like, no, I want to be part of your team. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Well, I think he just wants to save the world, and with the Avengers is his best chance.
Well, I
They
also
really
think
just.
grouping up.
I
for
mean,
the
it's quite
movies.
obvious how they did this, but they really
Yeah.
put him as a kid. Like before.
Spider-Man's always young. Like I
yeah,
mean,
but he's not
gets
as young
older,
as
but he
they
starts
made
young.
him. He's like 14 now, but
I
like
think he's 16 actually, because
he might as
went
well
to.
be 14. There's like no difference. He's in high school. Like that's all.
Yeah.
That's it. Basically.
He's like in middle of
What
high
dance
school.
did they go to? Was that prom?
Yes.
No, it's homecoming. That's why it was called.
Homecoming?
Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah.
You know, you got me looking like an idiot.
Yeah, so I guess he could be anywhere.
Exactly.
I don't know. They probably said in the movie.
He's young. He's younger though. He's either sophomore or freshman.
That's about as old as he normally is.
Yeah, but at
Pretty-
least they portray him as older in the other like universes. or
Well,
whatever
in the
you
other
call it.
universes, he's like senior and then like college.
Yeah,
he usually
exactly.
gets his powers like mid high school. But the story's
yeah, but
still
the
progressive.
the movies are
Yeah.
based off of him either in college, senior, like
What
around
the
that area.
the other two?
Just like the older.
Yeah, like
I don't
Tobey
know.
Maguire and the other
Andrew
kid.
Garfield.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but
It's
Tom
just
Holland
baseball
is.
But they're also not. They're also not like setting his script to be a young kid. You
How so?
know, a lot of the times the older movies they wouldn't be childlike. There was nothing childlike in the older movie. It was
Well-
just a superhero.
That's why it's more attuned to the comics. He's a rookie still. You know,
Well,
he's a youngin.
you being a kid doesn't make you a rookie. Being
Yeah,
a
but
kid
like
makes you a
he's starting
nerd.
at the right age. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
the
he's
witch is a rookie,
inexperienced.
but she's not a child.
Yeah, yeah. Ian gets it.
No, I know what you're saying, but he's unexperienced in life, whereas other people are unexperienced in being a superhero.
I'm not
There's a
committed
difference.
enough to this to understand, so.
There is a difference.
I mean,
I don't know.
I
But
just like
anyway.
I just like the shows, movies.
The movie, I enjoyed it. I liked the
there was
like the
always
big
something
team
going
up.
on.
That's true.
yeah, the action was cool. They
It
did a
wasn't
good
really
job of.
boring
like-
things.
I think they did a good job of fitting everyone in. Oh my god, that Titan
Well-
scrap was dope.
To be fair, they did fit everybody in, but
Yeah.
they really didn't at the same time.
What happened to Valkyrie? I'm still
They-
unclear.
Exactly.
I feel like she's got to have like a surprise entrance, or she might just be dead. I don't know, because they alluded to everyone on the ship being
Yeah.
dead, but I feel like they would have showed her die. Like I don't know.
Well,
But maybe she wasn't there with them. I might have
yeah.
been a while.
But as you're saying, though, with the fitting everybody in,
Yeah,
they
sorry.
did fit everybody in, yes, but I feel that there was basically two or three groups. I don't remember the movie too well, but I do remember
Two
quite
weeks.
a bit of it. There was Fight Thanos group number 1 and Fight Thanos. Yeah, Fight Ganon. Fight
Wait,
Thanos group number 2.
There was
Like,
Iron
you mean
Man
Iron
squad,
Man and Captain America squad.
exactly.
and then the
It pretty
Guardians kind of split into two to fit with
Yeah.
those squads.
For the most part, it was. I feel the people with the most story was Iron Man's
Yes.
involved in it.
I think they just got
and-
more fights.
Well,
'Cause they were in
yeah,
the
but that's the
beginning.
whole movie was fights.
Yeah,
And then there was only just like one single fight with Captain America's group. So it's like they were in it. They had the bigger fight, yes, but
for the war. Yeah,
it really wasn't much other
Let
than
me tell
just
you.
a
To be
fight.
fair,
some of those
personally, I
characters.
cared about Iron Man's side more.
Oh yeah, no, I
I like the
agree.
new armor with the wings. That was cool.
I agree entirely. They did put the focus on the more important group, I would say. Not necessarily more important, but like
The more
plot-
interesting group.
They were more important, I would say.
Plot developing. Well, I mean,
'Cause Gamera
it's
was with
debatable. It's
Star-Lord.
debatable because there are two Infinity Stones that were split amongst the
Huh.
groups. But yeah, I mean, Captain America's group was bigger, so in theory, like you would think they should have more action. But honestly, I think it was better that they focused on the smaller group because the Guardian of the Galaxy, I feel they're funny. They have cool stuff going on with them, and they're not crazy, like really overpowered. So what they do is cool when they succeed, even though they didn't.
Yeah, they
almost
scaled Drax
succeeded.
down recently because like Drax is created to his family or whatever died to Thanos and his minions. So like that's like his goal is to scrap with Thanos, and yeah, he doesn't like fly anymore or.
Oh,
shoot
he used
energy.
to fly.
Yeah, well, I don't think that was just for the cinematic universe. I think just more recently they've scaled him down in newer iterations. But he picked up the swords, and those are cool, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, it was a little different. He's more green.
How about the main thing of the movie? What do you guys think about half the characters dying?
That was a tune
okay
to
with
the
it.
story. Yeah, that was cool.
Now, more so what I meant by that, though, is what do you think actually happened?
I think they're trapped in the Soul Stone.
They killed half the universe?
I think they're trapped in the Soul
living
Stone.
beings in the universe?
I think they're in the Soul Stone.
Well, they'll come back.
I don't know necessarily if they're in the Soul Stone, but I think they are somewhere else.
Soul Dimension, Soul something. Something with the Infinity
not
Stones.
necessarily even the Soul in general, but like they are somewhere. They might have been teleported to like a different planet or a different universe or who the fuck knows. But I feel they were transferred. They're obviously not dead because there's a Spider-Man movie coming out.
Well, that's after Infinity War.
Yeah, which means they're not dead.
It's after they'll come back.
Yeah.
No,
If
well, they might
now,
be dead.
They're not be alive later.
They're not
especially
permanently dead. Everyone
Thor
comes
would be
back
like
in
the
Marvel.
Thor and Loki are like the only ones who could come back really from death. And maybe what's his name?
Star-Lord.
No, well, Deadpool obviously, but he's not in Avengers. The person with the one Infinity.
Doctor Strange.
No, the other one.
Vision.
No,
yeah.
nobody
Vision's a
has an
robot.
Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I know nobody has it now, but the Vision's like possibly could come back. It's debatable.
Yeah, but I think he faded. Wait, did he fade?
Been theories on
I
like
don't know who faded.
Vision coming back as not Vision, but as somebody like else.
Well, I meant more so just actually Vision. Like, if you put his stone back, would he become Vision again, or is it like a robot that you broke? Does it not come back? Like, did you take the batteries out of the robot?
Remember
or
they
did you
were
break the
saying
robot's
once
head
they
off?
take the stone out, he'll still function. That's why they were trying to take it out before Thanos could get it.
Yeah, he said that he was still fun, but like you could see, like Thanos really cracked it up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll come back.
I like how confident you are.
The only character I think might stay dead is Gamorreau. I don't know the deal with that, but I think she'll come
What
back.
about Loki?
Yeah, Loki'll come back. Loki doesn't die. Loki already died like twice.
How about this? This is the real
We
question.
don't even know that was actually Loki.
Yeah, that's what the question was. Do you guys think that was actually Loki, or do you think it was fake?
You never really know.
I want to say yes, but no.
I think it could go either way. I mean,
I'm gonna say it was not Loki.
I don't think he's dead.
The only reason why I say that is because Thanos has no way of knowing at the time if it's Loki or not. He didn't have
the Reality Stone.
Yeah, he didn't have the Reality Stone. He only had the Power Stone.
Space and
power. No, at the time,
at the time he only had the Power Stone, but he got the Space Stone
yeah.
before Loki even considered stabbing him. Though. So he could have switched in that time.
Yeah, so I feel it's very possible that Loki is going to be along with Valerie or something of that line. Yeah, Valkyrie. One of those two or both of them, I feel, are going to be like the surprise entrances that like save the day somehow or help.
Maybe. I could very well. I think they're going to go to a cosmic being. I don't think they can go to the Elders anymore because I always forget his name. It starts with an O. Star-Lord's dad is dead. He's an Elder. And I think the Collector was like implied to be dead. But I don't know. He might be alive.
He's thing.
But they'll find some cosmic being that's gonna help them scrap with Thanos.
It never actually showed him dying, so you don't know. That's
true. That's what I was saying.
What about Dormammu from?
He's a demon.
So
it's not really like a cosmic being.
So
I'm talking like
it could still help.
One above all or the beyond.
So wait,
Somewhat
just wondering. Obviously, I don't know much about the whole timeline. What exactly are the elders and shit? And do we know about all of them yet?
Just cosmic beings in the Marvel universe is also beings that are solutions to big problems.
Yeah, but were
I don't
they,
know
like,
the whole
grouped
hierarchy.
together? Did they used to work?
Yeah, I think there's
like...
9 of them. There's like the Runner, the Beyonder, the Collector, whatever. There's all the elders, and they all have like cosmic powers. They just, I don't know. I'm sure there's a set of rules that they
many
could do.
we know about
In the cinematic universe?
Yeah, in this current universe.
I think 3.
I think the elders.
No,
Right?
but he's asking how many.
Yeah, which
Let's
ones?
look. I'm gonna Google it. All
This isn't my topic.
Marvel.
I mean, I've been trying to get into it. I don't know much though. I know like literally just kind of what happens in most.
Let's look. The Elders of the Universe.
You mean your mom?
I watched them so fast also that I really didn't get to learn most of their names. So, you know.
There's the Grandmaster. Okay, I know we met the Collector. I don't think we saw the Champion. No, I know we didn't see the Runner, the Gardener. Contemplator. Yeah. The Possessor, no. The Trader,
Weed
no.
Maker.
The grandma.
Did we see the Astronomer? No. Caregiver, Obliterator. More than I thought, apparently. Others. Maybe there's like 12, I think, or whatever.
What are they called? The
Elders.
The Elders, yeah.
But there's also gods and eternals and just other cosmic beings. Yeah. They'll figure some out to overpower or get some sort of super ability.
Now, what do you guys think about Star-Lord fucking everything up?
that pissed me off.
I mean, it was essential, but I was so we were the only 2 people in the theater. I was like yelling. I was like, "No, my man!"
My man.
I was so sad.
I think he saved the universe there. You know.
Now, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you think it is super stupid to complain to the actor about that?
Yes.
Why did somebody do that?
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of complaints from people.
That's so stupid.
People got so mad at him. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Why?
I don't know.
And so they have fallen, the triple Chris's.
No.
Like that. I think that's hilarious that people were blaming
Why are they
the
giving
actor.
him flack?
It's because he got scaled down, dude. He lost his elemental guns.
That sucks. Poor guy's just doing his job.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Getting paid thousands of millions of dollars.
Thousands of
Good,
millions. I wonder if
$1,000 million would quite possibly.
You think he's getting paid billions? How much do you?
I don't know.
No, what? No, the richest actor in the world. I think like net worth is Seinfeld, and he's not. I don't know if he's at $1 billion yet.
Okay,
he's close.
Well, however much he's making off Avengers,
No, Jerry Seinfeld is not in the Avengers.
It's not what I meant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Those actors are probably getting paid millions.
Evan,
no, definitely millions.
It's
but
beautiful
I don't
blue
think
Earth.
they're anywhere in the
Do
billions.
you think that I meant Seinfeld in Avengers?
Well, I thought maybe you don't know who he is.
Is that a thought process that went through your mind? Am I that retarded?
Okay,
I don't
so
know. You guys don't know actors.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Evan. The chances of them not making millions is very low.
No, I said billions. No, for sure they'll make
No, I
millions.
didn't say billions.
I said like
but I was talking.
Iron Man 3 made $200 million. What are the chances that the main actors are not getting at least $1 million from that movie?
No, for sure they're getting millions.
I
don't think anybody
didn't know
denied
the price
that.
range, so I was like,
Yeah.
Thousands.
No, there's no way they're getting billions.
No, that would be insane. And
I mean,
even if they were billionaires, that'd probably be from other means.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yep,
is made $80 million.
Is that his net worth or from a movie?
That's from his salary. His worth from just his movies that he's.
Yeah. Okay.
Not his net worth,
right.
but not one movie.
All right, let's talk about one more thing about Infinity War, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, all right. You want to talk about scaling?
Scaling? I have no idea, but sure.
There were some guys that shouldn't have been scrapping with Thanos. I get it was because they're
True.
big name actors and they wanted to make them look good, but they should have died.
Accurate.
Captain America's
America?
like holding
Yeah.
his fist. I'm like, I don't know about that.
He's got 4 Infinity Stones,
That's
and
not
he's
happening.
holding up his arm
Yeah.
while the Hulk couldn't even do that
Yeah, no joke.
with
Yeah,
only 1 stone.
I got
I'm
some
not
beef.
feeling that
I got
one.
some beef with Captain America just because
I hate his
it's
beard.
ridiculous.
Look,
He
I like the
should
beard.
not
I hate
be
the beard.
able
I couldn't
to
recognize
pull.
him.
He should not be able to pull down a helicopter, let alone hold up Thanos' arm.
Look,
with
man,
4
I don't
Infinity.
care. I get if he was going easy on him or whatever,
No.
but like he should have like stepped him into the ground with that punch. Like he should have been a fist print.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to point out, I hate that beard so much because when I saw him, it wasn't until they said Cap, I was like, oh, that's Captain America.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. I'm gonna be
Are you
Oh.
serious? You didn't recognize
I
Chris
did.
Evans?
I mean,
No.
I recognized
I
it,
didn't.
but I think the beardless Cap is way better.
I
Are
couldn't-
you
Yeah.
guys serious?
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
the beard.
That's hilarious that you did not
I think he
recognize him
looks
right away.
cool.
Well, I
but, like,
recognized
I
him.
didn't.
I just didn't. I
I
just don't like the beard.
I hate the beard.
like
I
his,
digged his
I like
redesign.
the righteous
I like the beard.
2000 or
I like the dual shields.
1940s.
Dual shields. Oh, beautiful.
That was cool.
They made-
I,
No, I know
I don't
it's
mind
not-
his suit. I wouldn't mind him having back his shield. I just don't want the beard.
But the beard is just
Yeah.
so off-putting. Why couldn't they just say,
Now-
hey, Cap? Or who plays Cap?
What, Chris Evans?
Chris Evans. You're getting paid a lot of money. Could you take the beard off?
Well, they
Well,
Well,
probably
it's supposed to
No,
be
it-
he's
have the
been
beard.
away a
The
while.
beard is for the movie, like
Yeah.
saying that he's gone like rogue.
I hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed
To
to
give
be
him a
like,
rugged look.
oh, it's time has passed and he's changed his ways. Baby.
Oh, I hate it. I really
Yeah,
hate it.
I don't enjoy
I
it.
will say, I do hope he gets his shield back. Because for one,
What actually happened to his shield?
I don't. Well, I think they
Iron Man
confiscated
broke
it. I think Shield
Yeah,
has it.
No, I thought
Didn't
Iron Man
Iron
just
Man
took
break
it.
I
I
thought
don't think
he
he
broke
broke it.
No, nobody broke
thought
it,
it
but
snapped.
it was
It's
in.
vibranium. Vibranium.
Well, it's a
It was
mixture.
ad-
It's an
adamantium
alloy
and
of vibranium and
Yeah.
adamantium. That's
No,
why
like,
it's
you need to
stronger
look
than just
this
the
up.
dual shields he had. You can also throw it and it bounces.
Well,
I
yeah.
feel like that's the one cool thing about Cap that they just kind of scrapped. And I was like, all right. But I like the look of the two shields. That was kind of neat.
Yeah, Claudius Ross, who took the shield from Cap, and they... Wait,
Yeah.
Avengers Age of Ultron, maybe?
That's the second Avengers. Yeah, that's when he had it last.
It looks like
Yeah.
it broke a bit.
Or no. Yeah,
he
Captain
had it in
America
Civil War.
3. Yeah, Captain America 3.
So
had
then
it still.
he got it confiscated, and it's in a safe
Yeah, that's what
house.
I was saying. I
Yeah.
think either Shield or Iron Man or the government has it. He'll get it back.
It's
not
probably
yet.
the government. Oh
Oh,
yeah, 'cause
it's
somebody
they
the
got
government.
yeah the remember they went into the prison or whatever, and then they escaped the prison.
Yeah, but wasn't that a Shield prison or was that the U.S.?
I think that was. I don't
That
think it
was
was.
the-
No, Shield.
You know
Shield
what was
wasn't
funny?
Shield.
Shield was
When-
destroyed.
Yeah, Shield was destroyed in the second Captain.
Hell,
You
I
guys
know.
may not remember. This is kind of a small part, but when they're in Spider-Man, when they're in gym, and he pulls out the video with Captain America, and he's like, "So I feel like this guy's a war criminal or something, but
Oh my
we have to
God.
watch this anyway because the school says
Yeah,
so."
yeah, I do.
And he's like, "You know what's important? Knowledge or something like that."
Knowledge,
And then after the credits, he said, "Patience."
Oh,
patience.
all right, folks. I'm gonna say that.
Are we
wraps
done
it
with
up.
these?
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably wraps up.
All right.
No, that was the quote from the video, and not
It
that wasn't.
suits us well. It suits this
Okay,
topic. We're
yeah,
done with the
sure.
show. Thank you, everyone, so
Sorry,
much for
guys.
joining us.
Oh, it's midnight. Wow.
Question: Are we? What day are we streaming Terraria? If we're doing Terraria, are we doing that
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
or Sunday?
Okay.
One of the other.
Saturday it is. We're
Alright,
doing it
cool.
Saturday.
Saturday we'll be playing Terraria or a
This
different
weekend.
game. We'll see.
Tomorrow.
It's 10 o'clock, more than likely, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. You can find us here every single Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on YouTube, and you should leave us a subscribe over there and leave a comment. That helps a lot. Don't forget to tell your friends so that we can get this Battle Tetris going. And we will see you next week. Follow us on Twitter. Keep out the next stuff.
Awkward.